fungibility, it's don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing.
Yo, good morning. I'm ready, English. I'm ready for the bear market. Is that the vibe out there? Is that what people are saying? Ooh, let's pull that down a little. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday to you. It's fucking beautiful out, man. I got the windows open, and it's nice and cool outside, and the birds are chirping, and it's just fucking awesome. Feels good. Feels great. China, good morning, man. English GM, sir. Jay Wise, good morning. Tickle, great to see you, man. Yeah, I'm kind of curious where we're at. I don't know how long we have the Eternals boys, Polymath and Good Things. They're coming here probably in 10 minutes, guys. They'll be here in just a few. Dude, I would love to talk market with those guys, too. We'll see. They can stay as long as they want or as short as they want, whatever. In the meantime, we can go look at the market and reminisce about the good old days, you know, a couple months ago when hopefully people were making some money. English, lower lows at any time, 76K. At 76K, you're flipping bearish. Yeah, I feel like we get there. I don't know. I'm pretty optimistic. I mean, you guys know I'm fucking ridiculous with that. I think we're in an interesting spot. Like, the biggest thing is, man, we got Christian, good morning, Zep, good morning. We have, like, there's no reason to expect this market to move until we get these, like, some legislation passed. It's literally, it hinges on the Genius Act and the Stable Act, at least to me. Only things that really move the needle and get some more capital coming into the markets. We'll see. We'll see. It's like, it's just so weird out there. Who knows? Who knows what it takes to give investors confidence to come, not just to come in, but to come, like, speculate and feel like there's good times ahead of us. It is a matter of time till that happens, but what's that time frame? A year? 2 years? Right? Is it 2 months? I don't know. Something tells me we have a, like the little bet English and I made, right? I still think we'll be 100K plus in April and May. Our bet was May 30th, 31st, whatever's the last day of May. I think it's possible. I think it's doable. Guys, smash the like on the show. We're live over on Abstract. We're live on X. Right now, it looks like a super clickbaity title, right? Bang, that's funny you say that, dude. I think I'm going to get a little mushrooms going before the boys join here. It's kind of the weekend tradition here. Yeah, fuck it. Hang on. Just a wee little microdose. Never hurt anybody. Last week was a little much. It would, like, they went crazy, but legit micro. Just gets the juices flowing, man. It's like a little extra. So it's a little extra something in that coffee. You know what I mean? I put hot sauce in my coffee too. It's like I look for that little extra, you know, a little extra oomph, a little extra something. Anyway, wherever you're watching, yeah, smash the like, drop comments. They help. They do help in the algo a lot. And subscribe over on Inside NFTs over on YouTube, guys. I've been thinking a lot about starting to do those morning videos again. You remember those 5-minute update videos? I'm really thinking if it makes sense to start doing that, like, as a full-time thing again. It's so much work. It's like 4 hours, you know, goes into each video, but I love them, man. And I think they're unique, and I think they're valuable as in they, like, you get like all the day's news in 5 minutes. They're fucking great, dude. If I can find a way to cut that time down to 2 hours, game on. But what I'm really thinking is over on Crypto Slam, instead of doing the morning stream, do the 5-minute video. That can be my morning. You know, I can still get up at the same time, get up at 4, knock the video out, have it out by like 8. And then separately go do my own stream, maybe on my own channel, right? So do the morning video, 5-minute update, do the live swarm report, and then in the evening, just stream on my personal channel right here. I think that'd be cool as fuck. So really thinking about that, especially if I can cut that time down from 4 hours to, you know, whatever. then great. Anybody who's just joining here, by the way, it's dead on X right now. It's fucking dead. Yeah, join us. See, those are magic. I might take a stab at it like tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow, this is a heads up. Tomorrow morning stream might be like really early. My kid's going off to college soon. We're going tomorrow to visit his college. So the morning stream might be at like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. You know how I do that? Like I got to get it in every day, and if something's going to interrupt the time, I usually go early. So probably going to be a really early stream tomorrow, and maybe it makes sense that I do the video tomorrow. I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted. Those videos are great though. Like they're great. What's up, Musty? Everybody fuddy out there, man. You fuddy fucks. Tired of it. Have some conviction. Like the fucking Bitcoin Eternals team. Big bespoke balls it takes to launch a collection in this market, and they got them. And I think it'll do well. Showing it, dude, it's crazy. My kid's going to be 18 in like a month. And then off to college, weird. He's going to a cool school. He's going to Loyola. Really, Tickle, Loyola, you like? Tickle, our resident EDU quant. Follow me on X. It's Huda_idiot. If you're just tuning in, the title's not clickbait. Good things. Polymath going to be here in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. They're coming. What's up, Choino? What's up to Yank? Shit, I should probably send him a link. Hang on, how's this going to look? Boom. All right, cool. I think we'll be good. Loyola's cool, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's going to Loyola. He's got a great scholarship, and Erock, good morning. Mike Bennett, good morning. Man, the boys are here. I love it. Okay, they're joining shortly. In the meantime, let's FUD our bags here a little bit. Bitcoin at 82K. Yikes. And like the fear is like English is saying, it's that it has a lot further to fall. A lot further. I will tickle. Wait, what's a graduation announcement? Oh, like for his high school graduation? Yeah. Dude, it's so cool. He's getting like he's like sensing freedom here. He's got senioritis bad, dude. He keeps wanting to skip, and he is kind of skipping. But he's done, you know? And then he went down to the city yesterday, down to Chicago with his girlfriend, and like just like he's like feeling what it's like to be like an adult. It's weird. It's so weird. Yeah, yikes. Also, whatever. ETH 1800, Solana 125, down 2 to 5% in the past 24 hours. Whatever. On the ETF side, Bitcoin ETFs 93 mil in outflows yesterday. On the ETH side, I bet not great. Oh, dude, fucking weird. ETH has been nothing but down, like outflows. We got net flows yesterday in the positive for the first time in weeks here. 4.7 mil in inflows. Again, that's the ETH ETFs. Weird shit. Market manipulation, yes. But it's tariffs. It's what were the numbers that came out this past week? I can't remember. EOC or something like that. There were some numbers that came out that looked not great. And then we also had a whole bunch of like 12 billion in options, Bitcoin options that expired yesterday too. Yesterday was not a great day. Yeah, dude, for real that. I'm just excited for him to get out there and feel the real world in a month or two. Well, once he's officially done school, he starts paying his cell phone bill, starts paying his car insurance. I can't wait. That's a small taste of like real life. So I'm looking forward to that. Dude, I unironically, like I tell my kids, you don't go to, like, I mean it, don't go to school. Like he's going to be a doc. Dude, he does cool shit. PC, that was it. Thank you, Christian. Christians are like legit quant here. So my kid is going into like biomed. He got to shadow the head of anesthesia here at the local hospital. He literally was in like the operating room and like administering stuff on patients and like cool shit. He's getting really plugged in here into like the medical community, and he's doing cool stuff. He got to see an autopsy. It's like he's in it, dude. Smart kid. Man, suddenly this is the Jacob show. He's doing really fucking great. It's cool. It's really cool. Okay, yeah, macro stuff not great. But market manipulation, yeah, that too. That too. All right, so we got to pull this up, and when the boys join, we'll go over this as well. Where are we at on the cycle? Gosh, that's probably hard to see, right? But I saw this in some tweeted this morning, and he's got us here at complacency. I don't know. I don't know if you can go by. I mean, it's just a graphic. Doesn't mean shit. Hope, optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria. Man, we felt it all the way up. We certainly had euphoria when the Trump token came. It certainly feels a lot like this. It feels like we're at this phase. It says we just need to cool off for the next rally. That's what we're all saying here, right? It's what I'm saying. Maybe not a good sign. Oh, yeah, English, please. Yeah. I just don't think we can use any prior cycles or any. I don't think we can use it because, like, CEO of Bitwise. By the way, I had Hunter Orell on the show, on the stream this week, and he's fucking amazing. And I'm still, like, euphoric about, like, he's just, I fucking love that dude. And he had interviewed the CEO of Bitwise here recently, and the dude had said, like, for the first time ever in the history of crypto, we have tailwinds right now. We've never had that before, ever. And those tailwinds are going to carry us to that place that I know we know it's going. Our sail is up, though. We don't know what direction, really, that we need to be going. We don't, well, up, yeah. But this is different. I don't think we've seen it materialize yet. We've seen speculation around this stuff, like, happening, but not anything actually happening. No policy implemented. SEC, ending litigations, throttling. I mean, dude, Hawk 2 in the clear. Hawk 2, all, like, that's the stuff that's happened. Enforcement actions, litigations, like, those put to an end, but you actually, wait. Oh, dude, I thought you were going to actually send me bears fucking. I literally thought you... Don't tell me you guys don't watch Animals Boning, too. Some of the best content out there, man. Jesus, I thought that's what we were getting. Oh, I saw this, dude. Yeah, actually, I got this queued up already. I literally thought you were going to send me some bears fucking. I've never seen it before, so I got excited. Yeah, let's play that. Oh, no, I didn't have this one. Yeah, let's play this for a minute. But yeah, and some things for complacency. English, would you put us there too? I just think this cycle's busted. I think the cycle's busted, and it's like the best part of the bull market got put on pause because Trump and tariffs and, I mean, quite a few things. But the best part of it hasn't happened yet. Yes, if we're in a bear, then yeah. Yeah, that's a good, yeah. If we officially are in a bear market, then that would make sense. We're right there for fucking sure. By the way, you guys like my thumbnail today? Hopping on the anime meta. Come on, that's fucking cool. Yeah, let's play a clip. Let's play this for a minute. Whoops. Dude, I need to slam my coffee. I'm like dragging.
This market is 24/7, so here we are, and I'm here to deliver a very important message, which is that the Bitcoin relief rally, yeah, that stopped, and that's over. And if you're currently bag holding any coins that you're waiting for some pump to get out of, well, that was your pump. And if I were you, I would be running as fast as I fucking could to sell them and short the market now. So that is my current positioning. But just to recap, over the past few months, this was something that I've covered on this Twitter channel for the past 2-3 months, where I indeed shorted the top. So I shorted the top.
Who's this guy?
Pre-inauguration, where I discussed how this was a generational sort of sell the news event.
I like him.
And that the next big opportunity was shorting alts to zero. This is back in,
goddamn.
Late January, early February. And I covered the entirety of the saga, where I was 8 figures deep shorting coins. And this resulted in some of my best trading months ever, where I discussed Solana going to zero. I discussed ETH, all these alts getting destroyed, and how Trump's SBR didn't mean anything. And here we are. So
GM over on
then,
Abstract.
I've covered the majority of my shorts. So I was in since Bitcoin in the mid 90Ks. I was in shorting ETH around 3600s. just around like literally all the way up here. And Solana, I was shorting since around 190. And since then, I've TP'd on the vast majority of my shorts. So I basically only have around like maybe 10 to 20% of these positions running. And I've been mostly just trading some of this chop, distinct narratives on certain.
He sounds so stupid right now. He sounds so stupid. No, I don't disagree. Short term with nothing on the horizon that turns us around. Why isn't it exactly that? Sideways, trending lower, whole bunch of chop, whole bunch of volatility. Tuesday is like the big fucking deal. Excuse me, Wednesday. Wednesday's like the most important date we have, so far this year. Kind of, right? It's tariff day. What is Trump calling it? Liberation Day. That's a big deal because it's mostly tariff spook in the market. It's inflation, yeah. It's the fear that rate cuts aren't coming anytime soon. There's other metrics out there that have it looking not so great, but still it feels like a short-term thing. Again, when you say things like that, what's that time frame? No idea. I'm going to cancel that out right now. Hang on. I'm going to be really brave right now. And I'm searching for a thing that might put me on a list. Dude, I was looking for actual bears fucking, but I don't think that exists. Oh, I'll do that later. That's dude, and that's it. That's exactly it right there. It's that global money supply. It's that. Like, guys, without fail, Bitcoin follows money supply without fail. And it lines up so perfectly, too. And we should be. It depends on what... It depends on what leading time you give. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, until it doesn't. So far, it always has. And I have not gone back, 10 years ago. I don't know. And also, if I believe that cycle's over and that it's busted and there's other factors here, then I have to be able to, admit that maybe this doesn't follow this time. It's different. I have to at least be consistent here. But, yeah, different people use different lead times, 10 week, 12 weeks, whatever, to try to line up when Bitcoin moves relative to global money supply. But we're entering that territory right now. It's a couple of these things that are lining up. It's the Bitcoin halving and when Bitcoin normally moves post-halving. I still wonder because Bitcoin halving matters less and less and less, right? I wonder if that matters less and less and less for how it moves. But yeah, 10-week, 12-week, whatever it is, we're entering that time frame right now. Again, that might be hard to see. Let's zoom in. Yeah, we can. And so it could just be a matter of weeks till we see a really nice uptrend. What's up, Rocky? Good morning. Oh, I'd like to see that, man, Mike. Jason Pisano. Let me see if we can find that. I saw some thoughts out there that it's not M2, it's US liquidity and another factor. There's a couple other things that matter more than global M2. That's kind of deceiving here. What was it, Jason Pisano? Jason. Dude, it's so dead on X. I think I got the right guy here. Mike, do you happen to have a tweet, a specific post from him? What's up, Blue Toshi? Good to see you, man. You fucked up, China. You posted investment views into a strong diamond-handed community. That's what you just did. I want to see if I can find that post. I'm interested in it. I'm M2 is the only thing I'm betting on. Well, that and again the things I mentioned, policy. Again, Stable Act and Genius Act, and those are things that might materialize this year, this summer. I'm more bullish on the summer, way more bullish on the summer and second half of the year than I am right now. Like, it's not even close. All right, those guys will be here in just a couple minutes. Talking Bitcoin Eternals new Ordinals collection from some really great dudes dropping this week, dude. Smart timing, I think. I mean, right, this is a really, really tricky market to drop any kind of collectible in. So if you're going to drop it, you do it in the wake of Taproot Wizards, right? Here's Jason Biddle. This is pretty spicy, I think. Mike, I'm going to see if I can find that after. But back in March, the American Association of Individual Investors, the AAII, survey showed over 60% of investors are bearish. Only happened 5 other times since that survey began in '87. Conference's board's March survey showed a similar spike in bearish sentiment. 44.5% of consumers expect stock prices to decline over the next year, highest since July 2022, and before that, October 2011. And then the A1 Alliance Life Study published this week found that 51% of Americans believe another big market crash is on the horizon. This one's kind of interesting, too. March, BOFA? Oofa. Fund manager survey reported the largest drop in U.S. equity allocation on record. That's striking. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. I mean, nothing. I'm not doing anything anyways. I am the community member. But people aren't investing right now. The lowest drop in U.S. equity allocation ever. And so, dude, it's really fucking interesting. Everybody's expecting bearish. Everybody's spooked, like rightfully fucking so. And all I can think is M2 and policy and knowing that the runway's clear. Problem here is if like, policy's going to encourage people building in this space. Dude, there hasn't been anything built that's super innovative. I'm like, yes, there's Katos, and yes, the AI thing is happening. There's stuff happening, but you remember that feel in NFTs and like this tech was going to change the world? Haven't felt that in years. So we'll see. All right, we've got motherfucking good things here. Give me a thumbs up if it's cool to bring you up. If you get, oh yeah, good shit. All right, here we go. Yo, good morning, man. Good to see you.
Yo,
welcome to.
Yo, what's up, man?
Dude, just I don't know, man. We're let me fix my camera a little. We're checking the market here right now and trying to. Dude, it's fucking weird out there, right? do you want to do a quick little market chat here?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
A good shit.
It is a weird time for sure.
I don't think anybody can really even make sense of it. We're trying. Polymath here as well. What's up, brother? Good morning.
GM, bro. Good morning. What's up with you,
dude? Well, English sent us some bear porn to start out the morning. I thought it was legit bear porn. I honestly thought he was gonna send me some animals fucking. No, like real grown up bear porn. I don't know, dude. We're trying to make sense of what's going on out there. I'll pull.
Yeah, it's absolutely making no sense. All the charts broke. All the technical analysis don't work. All the fundamental analysis is all broken, bro.
Dude, that's it. Like the cycle's busted, and it's the like, man. Imagine if you're new to crypto and you hear guys who sound like experts, maybe are experts, and you got guys on one side or the other, and they're both extreme. And you got the guys who are. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I'm like, dude, I feel like this sounds crazy, but kind of just starting. Like, or I should say, the most special part of the run hasn't happened. And you got guys on the complete opposite side. It's like, guys, it's game over. You're fucking dumb if you're betting on this market here. If you're new, it would probably be incredibly confusing.
I think, on a serious note, I think that if you're trying to play cycles, it's a short-term, mentality. I think the whole thing of investing from day one was always about having a long-term horizon. Even, we're all like, my first job, I was like 13. You gotta, like you get that, deduction from your check that's, quote unquote, going to IRS and going to your Social Security and going, so it's like we taught then to like think about retiring. And so if you getting caught in like the 4-year cycles and you want to, pinpoint, I got in at this entry, I got out, then it's gonna drive you crazy. But overall, I think, we got the most bullish macro factors ever for this industry.
Ever.
So for that, if people want to look at a 1 or 2 year thing and say, oh man, it's over, like over the next 10 years, I only see our industry thriving in so many aspects and levels. And once we get stablecoin regulation actually cleared through, I think it's just going to bring so much capital into the space. So if you are new, join, learn, don't get caught in no macro analysis, whether you're full bull, palmer, bear, find some projects, do some research, and don't put nothing in that you can't afford to lose. And again, I would tell everybody have a long-term time horizon. And separate. If you're not a DJing, don't think you're a DJing for the weekend, or don't think you're a DJing for the year. Like, be you. And so
I love that. Dude,
our
I
best,
love it.
I'm like the best investor is Warren Buffett, and I mean he still holds stock he bought at 19 in his 90s. So that's really the game. And Mike always, good things always say, directionally we're going up. So that's all that count and matter.
Dude, I fucking love that.
I think the key word is just opportunity. Like I think everybody that's been here multiple cycles has either lost real money or lost a shit ton of money on paper. And so it's just part of it's, and if you look outward into investing as well, like I haven't watched the whole thing, but Chamath, I saw a clip of Chamath Palihapitiya from a couple of weeks ago talking about kind of like he was answering some questions, I think, about what it means to be an investor. And he's been very successful in his investing career, obviously, and even he has, he was talking about how he's taken 50 to 60% drawdowns in his entire net worth, right? Because of just market cycles. And so it's just part and parcel with being an investor. Like if you're seriously an investor, you're gonna take some big gambles, and there's going to be exogenous events, things that you cannot control, things that nobody can predict, including the best economists, the best financial analysts in the world. Things like 2008, the market crash there, things like COVID. These are anomalies. These are unpredictable events. Regardless of what anybody says. Like some people may have seen some data and understood, but like the masses, black swans, exactly. And so what Polymath was saying, like all of us here who spend every day in crypto, who spend our money, spend our time.
You brought up Samuel, and he even said years back he sold Bitcoin to go buy some other things. He bought land, and the land is only not even double. His Bitcoin would have netted him, a couple $100 million. And so the real thing,
it was a mansion in Lake Tahoe. Yeah,
exactly.
he bought a mansion in Lake Tahoe for like a couple $1 million in Bitcoin, and he was super pissed about it.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is those like, and also just to the audience, when you think about it, when was the right time to sell Bitcoin? Was it when it was 20,000? When it was 60,000? Like when was the right time, right? So if you got your your long-term horizon on, if stuff can change your life and you got goals, cash out for those things. But if not, just enjoy the ride.
Dude, I love it. I think I was joking about being a community member just before you guys joined, but it is true. And I think that applies to like fucking most of us. Like I don't think any of us are going anywhere. It doesn't matter the market. And so that's it. Just slow down, enjoy every part of it. And like, I had Hunter Orell on earlier in this week and just talked about these are the times where you go and spend that time and get out there and explore and learn and level up your IQ, your understanding of everything about this space. And it's actually usually where you find maybe the best opportunities too.
100%, man.
So these are
that's how I started in crypto. Like I bought Bitcoin. My first Bitcoin I ever purchased was in October 2017. By December, 2 months later, I had drilled in thousands of dollars that I never planned on doing anything with. Like I wasn't an investor at that point. I had no idea what I was doing. I just got caught up in the FOMO. And I bought Bitcoin at $5,000. I bought it at 7, at 10, at 12. And finally, the biggest bet I put in December 2017 was at the top. It was at like 18,000. And I was at the time with everybody else screaming, we're going to 30K, we're going to 40K. And then of course we didn't. We went we went back down to 10K, and then eventually, ranging all the way from, down to 5K again. And so I became a community member of Bitcoin. And like you just said, so I remember in January 2018, just the dismal feeling in crypto at that point. I mean, everybody thought it was over. You have to understand, like, at this point, the entire world was against Bitcoin. Like, all the people that are backing it now, there was none of those people. You didn't have the president. You didn't have Larry Fink. All these people were opposing it. They were saying awful things about it. And so it took like a month for me personally and my friends to like really just kind of like just wash it off. But then we started reading. Like, I started reading books about it, started listening to podcasts. Now you have amazing shows like what you do. And so for people who are, if you're dismayed at all, like you're saying, it's opportunity. It's opportunity to learn about this and to start to build in it. And the first foundation you want to build is your own knowledge, right? And when you're talking about being a community member, there's never been a better way or a better opportunity to do that, right? Because you can get into a community, you can talk to folks like you, like Polymath, like myself, like so many of the people we know, English out there. There's a lot of people here who are super knowledgeable. We've been through the trenches. We've been here forever, and we're willing and happy to educate people. And the amazing thing is when you get with a group of people like this, like, you never know what can come of it. And we have seen a lot of great things built from people who, they started off as community members, as you said, but they stayed, they learned, and then they ended up building.
Dude, great take. That's a great segue to, man, your thing, the time being right for you. As far as I know, you're getting ready to launch. Is it your first ever collection? Your first ever, ordinal? Well, first ever ordinal, I think, but NFT period?
Yeah. So, I mean, Bitcoin Eternals, me and Polymath, we've been working together for several years. We work together at a company called MetaGood. They run an NFT collection, or now an ordinals collection called On-Chain Monkey. We both met there in September 2021. It was my first NFT. It wasn't Polymath's, but it was definitely mine. And so I went the opposite route. I started a community member, and then I actually joined the company as an employee.
Wait, you were on the OCM team?
Yeah.
No shit. Okay, really cool.
They're both of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we both. So I'll just kind of quickly summarize. So yeah, September 2021. It was an insane part of the bull run back then. I'm sure you remember. I'm sure a lot of us can remember those days. You could literally buy any NFT that came out, and it'd be like 45 minutes after mint. Sometimes it would take a couple hours, sometimes a day, but you'd be up like anywhere from 5 to 20x. It was just like, it was insanity. But yeah, so we both joined OCM as community members. I owned a lot of them, so did Polymath, and I ended up joining the company as a software engineer. I did that for about a year before transitioning into an evangelist role, where I kind of spearheaded marketing and community. And then I met Polymath at a conference in real life in October 2022, and this guy just we really connected, and we ended up basically talking about how he could help help grow OCM, and so we brought him in starting in January 2023, which just happened to align perfectly with the advent of ordinals. So ordinals really kind of went huge in January of 2023, and so like me and Polymath, we kind of led the charge on the marketing, the branding, the community for OCM when it came to ordinals. And we were a couple of the people there was a lot of folks around at that time, but we were two of the people who were a big part of basically evangelizing it. I got to meet Casey at his first meetup in Oakland, California in February 2023. There's a lot of lore behind all this, but yeah, I mean, we were there. We were fortunate to be there at the very beginning of ordinals. We understood what it was right away, how valuable it was going to be, and we left OCM in December 2023. So beginning of 2024. We linked up with English.
Hey, boss, you think you could take like that off the screen?
You want that off the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
because we want Eternals on the screen. Let's get Eternals.
Okay, just doing the little setup. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I got you.
You sent me some awesome fucking videos. I'm gonna get those all queued up.
The viewer. Here we go. Go ahead.
Oh, these guys, these guys have been. They know this space. They
okay.
Get it. Yeah, this is a pretty hardcore audience here.
Cool.
I like that though.
So anyways, we starting early last year, it lined up perfectly with like we can't plan these things, but NodeMonks launched on their secondary run, right as we left OCM, and we had already planned to start like our own spaces show, because we saw like both an opportunity to grow the industry, as well as just a gap. Like there wasn't a daily Twitter Spaces dedicated to ordinals, and we felt it was really needed. And so we basically, we did the show 4 days a week, and we made it our goal to highlight as many of the projects and artists and platforms out there as possible, building the Bitcoin ecosystem. And then, so it's been a great year, just kind of like doing what we can to promote ordinals, to grow the ecosystem, to shed a light on people who maybe don't get, the opportunity elsewhere. And then, we've been cooking on Eternals kind of the whole time. Like we'll get into it, but Eternals is something that we had planned on doing over a year ago, and we've been working on it this whole time, and are super excited to finally, bring it to people and produce this really amazing art collection, and create this dope network and community on Bitcoin.
Yeah, dude, first off, they look amazing. They look unlike any other collection I've seen. I mean, on ordinals for sure, but they just have that really unique thing where I think you see them, you're going to know what it is. So maybe speak on, how long you said you guys were actually working on the collection? Over a year, right? Yeah,
it's been over a year. Really, it's a culmination of over 2 decades of polymath research and interest in human history.
Here, I'll play this trailer. It's got audio, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The trailer's fucking epic.
Dude, yes. Dude, again, you sent me a few videos, and I'm like, dude, these guys put in the work. It looks amazing. All right, here we go. By the way, hang on. You'll get an echo while this is playing. Just don't talk. You'll get this little feedback, so just a heads up about that. Dude, so fucking good. So is Polymath the artist?
Yes, boss. Real quick,
wow.
Because I'm loving to see this on the screen. Can you go to my page and watch the video of the pin tweet? I think I love how the Magic Eden a mascot stares up at the screen.
This guy right here?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Just play that one, yeah. And that's the logo too. If you see, it's a B on the left side and the E on the right for Bitcoin Eternal.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah.
I see, and that's the attention and the thought that goes into things that really does separate. Well, we'll get more into that. But okay, echo alert on this one too here, guys.
Yeah, this shit gets me hyped every time.
Dude, it's so good. I got to tune into, God, I can't remember what show it was, but I heard you guys talking about the collection and speaking on kind of the inspiration for it. So I have a decent understanding of it. I don't know that everybody else watching does. I'd love to hear the concept of the collection, the art, why it looks how it does, the themes that you baked into it, just everything about it.
Yeah, Polymath wanted
Yeah,
wanted you.
no, I couldn't. I couldn't. I was talking. I was on mute. But yeah, man. Again, this is a bespoke, statue, silhouette, type collection. I wanted to put statues on the blockchain. I wanted to put art that I feel can go inside the Louvre or that can look beautiful inside of like a cathedral or that great, Greco-Roman style architecture. Again, like, my first love in life was architecture. I worked for the #1 architecture firm when I was like 14 years old. Always knew how to draw, paint. Again, I write songs again, I've worked on songs for songs y'all listen to up on the radio. I've always been an artist, but with this collection, I wanted to, during the pandemic, it took a lot of selfishness away from me because I really was thinking about like, all the negativity online was like, we pretty much was going to die. Right. So I had like a moment to where I'm like, how can I do something that's bigger than myself? So that's when the thoughts of this collection kind of started. Like, how can I incorporate us as human beings? Just thinking about, the people that lost their lives during COVID, and like, what if we lost our lives? Like, what would be left, right? And so that's really the underlying heartbeat of the collection, is to, again, like, be do something great enough that life won't like delete you. Like, you will make it. You will be eternalized because what you did, or the group of people what y'all did, was so great that it transcended time. So that's really the heartbeat behind the collection. And I'm down to answer any questions. So just shoot me questions. Let's go.
Well, fitting that they're on Bitcoin. I mean, it's the perfect home for them. It just ties into kind of the purpose of the collection, or one of the purposes. What's up with the perspective? Like, we all know PFPs, they're forward facing, or some of them really stand out because they're facing left or right. And these are unique because they're facing all directions, and some of them facing up. Yeah. What's the thought of that, and why? Because that's purposeful too.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great question. It's for all of our unique like perspectives as human beings, right? Like, we all don't see the same thing the same way, and so I wanted that to be in there too, right? Like say, some looking up, some looking down, some looking left, looking right, and I also wanted to allow the new creators that's coming, like behind me, the new artists, that they don't have to just make a standard PFP, that they can branch out and be creative and try new dope shit and be dope, So it was a culmination of both those thoughts. Like, we all have unique, perspectives based on our past, and like how we were raised, the communities that we were, like, grew up in, the different high schools we went to. And the beauty about what I had come to love about crypto was, people with completely different backgrounds. We all hear about Bitcoin, right? But we all here, for the blockchain. It's like all our unique perspectives brought us here. So all those unique perspectives are up in Bitcoin Eternals.
Man, really, really, really cool. What types of, let's get into the traits a bit. What can people expect? I don't care so much about rarity, but also, again, traits do mean something. There is a purpose. So what are some of your favorites in the collection, and what do they stand for or represent?
Well, before we get into that, I did want to type. So we did at the time the 6th largest, biggest inscription ever up on Bitcoin. A few people have tried to, come for my, come for me. So I think I got booted down to like number 9. But I want to talk about, like the 4 mega, and at the very, beginning of the 4 mega, the first thing it says is "Remember me," and saying that to say, again, remember me is the call that resonates across all ages. It's a challenge to every soul. And again, what have you done anything to be remembered forever, for eternity? And that's what every great person, who ambitious or who set out goals, they're barking up being remembered. So I do want people, if they get some time, I wouldn't read the whole thing here, but I wrote a very, very meaningful piece about the heartbeat and the foundation of the collection that I think everybody will really, really enjoy. It has all the eternal archetypes, which is the ones that's 24 karat gold with the dark matter background. Because again, out of dark matter came the light, right? And so, I do want your listeners to know about the 4 mega. Its inscription number 84 083 010. It's on Block 9 Sats. We're getting to that. The whole collection is up on Block 9 Sats. Again, we did over 2,200 traits. It took us over 150 Bitcoin blocks. I think that we're the first who did that. Again, we want to push the boundaries of putting art on chain and taking stuff to new heights. And again, giving connoisseurs opportunity to own unparalleled craftsmanship and digital provenance. So, I did want to touch that. We got the collection got a great grandparent, a grandparent, a parent, and then right now you're showing the children. So I did want to
where can we find that 4 mega? Where can we see that in some of those
details? You
can
see it on or.io. If you on a computer, it works pretty good. Yeah, actually, show it because you can see I put a very, very cool click on largest files in trending, like instead of trending, like click largest files. And I'm up at the top with the block 9. Right.
So it's second row down.
Yeah.
There we go.
There.
Yes, sir.
Cool shit. Okay. Wow.
So yeah, scroll. I want you to scroll to see. I put a nugget in there because again, some of my creativity has come from. It's not doing it.
Yeah. Here we go. Takes a minute to load here.
Okay. No, it's supposed to tilt like Star Wars.
Oh, it should scroll on its own. Oh,
yeah,
shit.
No, not on its own, but it should allow you to scroll, but it should tilt like like the beginning of a Star Wars episode.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why it's not doing it on your computer, doing it on mine. But yeah, it's coded that way. And if you click on each of the archetypes, they blow up and get big, and you can shrink them back down. So
wow, okay.
Yeah, it's an interactive 4 mega. Man, I really would have been cool if your audience could have saw it tilt like Star Wars.
Yeah, dude, maybe I'll just try reloading it and not touching it and see. That is cool. Okay, this was inscribed in February. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we can get that to play. Ah, shit. Not gonna do it?
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, I
dropped the link. They can hopefully click it and see it.
Yeah, they can do that. I want to. Can you send? How can we send you a link? I want to send you a link to the child that's under that to really show we put some dope shit on Bitcoin.
Yeah, send me a link.
Let me send it to you
in our DM. Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
So I can manually scroll it, but.
Yeah, but it's super cool. It literally tilt like the Star Wars. It's so dope, bro.
Yeah. That is cool.
Let me Mike, you got the link to the link?
Sorry, what link are you looking for?
The link to the new parent.
Oh, to the new parent. Yeah. Let me get that.
I want him to because I want him to see that too. I want his audience to see that too. Like we've been cooking. We like when we call these like luxury ordinals, like we put all thought and intention to everything from the grandparents all the way down to the children. We left no stone unturned. We really put our all into everything.
So actually, it'd be cool to. I'll show you how to get to it from this. So if you go down and click on children, I got to scroll down further. Child inscriptions, view all. And then go to trending. Click on that, and then go to newest. And it's that one, the newest one right there, 9 days ago.
This guy right here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, cool. By the way, Mike Bennett, fuck you, man. Making fun of my computer. He's not wrong.
I saw that. I love the Commodore 64. Got to get a better computer, man.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay, so this is what is this?
This is the parent to the collection.
Mm. Okay.
And what you can do with that, you can if you got the like an iPhone, you can actually put it in virtual reality and put it in the room with you.
Oh, no
So,
way.
yeah, we left no stone unturned.
Dude, you're speaking my language. That's really, really, really cool.
So yeah, I didn't want to get into traits, and I didn't get into the parents and the grandparent, and really, I really want people to see the provenance and the really cool things that you can do with Bitcoin. It's really, really cool.
Yep. No, that's perfect. Yeah. Again, just seeing the kind of the attention to detail, the amount of time and thought that goes into it, it adds everything to a collection. It is what separates them. Some people, and it's fine, JPEG on chain, cool. Some of them are a lot more, and this certainly is that.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. I'm going to drop this link in the chat.
So you can go from there and then go click on children from there, go down.
It gets deeper. Okay.
And then boom, this is the current collection. Click on, we in there. So
okay.
Yeah, so yeah, it's just dope, man. This is dope. I'm loving to see it on your screen like this. I'm over here as I created it. I'm very inspired, and shout out to everyone who helped me and Scribe.
Yeah, but dude, what is that like, having something that you've put so much time into and seeing that moment actually right on the horizon here, and we're just days off? What does that feel like to have your baby out here in the world? But you're an artist, so you've done this before. But this
yeah, bro. I get excited every day, like just looking at the art, like getting like such a positive feedback, from most collectors and enjoyers of art. Yeah, I'm inspired more and more every day. Like I'm like, dang, how can I ever top this? So I'm already thinking like that. Like what do I do? Like how do I top this? Like, but no, every day I get goosebumps. Every day when I see new people change their PFP, when I just scroll through the collection, and because it's pieces sometimes that as I get more into the art and I get more into like the traits and like how the different combinations, especially with the overlays, as time going, I'm really loving how the overlays just transcend certain backgrounds, where got two same backgrounds, but with a different overlay, just gives it such a different meaning and a different feel. So every day I'm in awe and inspired, really, really proud of myself and feel fortunate to have had the experience in life and everything I've, been through to become, who I have become to, create something like this. And again, I wanted to incorporate everyone, not just myself. And I love that I'm doing something that can preserve, the different cultures of the people that we all draw inspiration from, to this day. So yeah, man, I'm inspired every day, happy every day. I'm probably, I want to collect these more than anybody in the world. Like I'm looking forward to mint so bad. Like
that's facts.
Like I want to mint bad. I'm waiting for the people to, to dump or not value certain ones. So I'm excited. I'm excited, bro.
Dude, so we had some white lists for the collection last week. So first off, thank you. And I know there's people watching now that are in it. They're going to be minting. They're excited for it. And maybe they're getting a little deeper look at the collection right now. So just thank you guys for that.
Of course, man. I just want to say too, the question of like, how does it feel? I know Patrick is elated, but I got to say for myself, like it's very, I've been waiting for this moment because I've been able to work with Polymath for over 2 years now, and we talk every day. Polymath and I are more like brothers than we are, business partners or coworkers or anything like that. We are those things as well, but like I love this guy, and I've known for a very long time how talented he is, like as an artist. I mean, his name is Polymath for a reason. He's good at damn near everything he does. He does everything, with extreme excellence in mind. But I know like, the talent inside, the creativity inside, and I have had to sit on this for over a year while we've helped like a lot of teams, a lot of projects in the space. Behind the scenes, we've done a lot with our show. Like we've done a lot of stuff in the industry. We know, pretty much everybody in Ordinals. It's not that large of a community, and I've gone to conferences, I've spoken about things on stage, and so finally, like we're here at this moment where, like I can actually talk about this. It's out there. The reception's been incredible. We have an amazing community in our Discord and on Twitter that like we're finally getting to build this amazing network that we've had in mind. So yeah, it's really this is like for me personally, this is just like the best moment of my career, getting to work with Polymath on this and finally bringing it to the public.
Awesome. Yeah, that's special, dude. Like, I listen to your spaces as often as I can. It's the best show on Bitcoin, period. I've always said that. It just is.
Thanks so much, man.
But your guys'
man,
connection.
thanks, bro. That's big to come from you, man. Much love.
That's huge.
Yeah, well, I mean, your guys' connection, whatever it is you have together, has always come across there, and it's why that show, like, it feels the way it does. It's real. It's authentic. It's like very fucking passionate. More often.
And we got to shout out English too. Like,
Yes.
you know, I met English I think back in 2021 through like Lil Nouns. And that was when I was working for OCM. And this guy is he's one of the best people in our industry, like hands down. He's a legend. He's super, super professional and good at what he does. And us getting to team up with him was something that we didn't expect. Like, I was going around for like a few days, maybe it was a week, like just basically letting people know we were starting the show. And he heard me on the spaces, and then he just hit me up like, hey bro, like I was going to start a show as well. And so I got to shout out English, and really it just speaks to, again, just the opportunity here to meet amazing people, to work with them, to build with them. And yeah, shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, dude, English fucking awesome. Great people out there. Yeah, by the way, I'm going to get more into the collection, but when is that show live? How often is that? How frequently now?
So we do it 2 days. Right? Yeah, we do it 2 days a week. It's 4 p.m. Eastern. We usually go for about an hour and a half, but sometimes we'll go for 2 hours if we have like a really good discussion or you know, like the guests, like we really want to spend a little bit extra time with them. But yeah, we were doing it 4 days a week for a year, and just because of like what we're doing with Eternals, and as well as some other stuff that we're working on, you know, we wanted to reduce it to, you know, just to be able to take care of everything we need to take care of. But at some point we may go to daily again, but you know, the focus really right now is entirely on Bitcoin Eternals.
Is there an X account for Bitcoin Eternals? I'm just dropping some links in the chat.
Yeah, so there is. I don't want to talk too deeply on it because it's really it's not the most important thing to us right now, but it was suspended. So somebody, you know, I think spam attacked it, spam reported it, and it was suspended about 10 days ago. So we're working on getting it back up, but we've been using, you know, our personal accounts, Good Things and Polymath PC. So follow those two accounts if you want to, you know, get the latest updates and whatnot. But yeah, we do have an account, and we are going to get it back.
I feel that pain. We had one of our work accounts get also the same suspended. Probably not. Yeah, it's rough. But
were you able to get it back?
I don't think we will. I mean, to be honest, it's an AI agent that was threatening people, so probably not going to get it back. So. Yeah.
Oh, we definitely weren't doing that from our baby.
We're not doing that.
But okay, so I see a link to Discord. That was actually my next question. I still want to get to traits and things that you love about the collection. But how do you look at these as, you know, the provenance, the story, the messaging? Is it a collectible, or is it going to be? Is it more than that to you? Is this a community building tool too?
It's everything, and that's why I say, like, you know, this is a luxury brand, because in addition to the art, to the logo, you know, we're gonna do some RL things. I want to talk about post mint, but you know, this is a part of the brand. It's the network that we're going to bring again. I said last week, you know, I want to transcend this last 3-4 years of community, and get back to building great networks where we all can benefit from network effects of us, you know, bringing our resources together, you know, whether it's finances or whether just shared knowledge that we all can use to, you know, go exponential in all of our personal growth. And so the community, well, not the community because I just said it, but the network that we intend on building will be something that people will covet to be a part of, because we are going to provide value. We're not, again, this is more than art. This is more than the PFP. Again, that's why I say this is, you know, this is luxury. This is everything that we can do from a intentional place to put the dopest art that we can on Bitcoin, to inspire people through the art, but then also bring collectors into a network of people that's just not here for number to go up. One thing that I was intentional about, even with the collection, was, you know, I'm looking forward to us just chilling up in the Discord, talking about the Atlanteans or talking about the Greys or talking about, like the geisha doll. Like I think the collection allows people to see themselves in it or see their culture, but it gives us also another conversational piece to like come together. And then, from those conversations, you find something common with someone, and then boom, you never know where it goes, right? And so, me and Good Things is proof of network effects. We are proof that you can meet and do great things, if you find a like-minded person. So, yeah, it's going to be, we're not the founder saying, this is just art, expect nothing. Like, no, we're not promising free airdrops, but we are promising real, genuine human connections and real effort and attention to do everything within our power to make each and every one a better human, and and help towards everyone goals. I've been very fortunate as an entrepreneur. I know a lot of game to make a lot of stuff successful. So I definitely want to share that and give people access to me at that level who again who's serious about what they're trying to accomplish. So it's the whole shebang.
Awesome, dude. Community matters a lot. Like a lot.
Yeah.
It used to be a meme. Everybody would shout community, and a lot of them weren't real. Yours is. And
Yeah.
you've been building that community now for years. So it's really real. In fact, I was chatting with my my younger brother about this the other day. We're talking about an NFT drop and something I felt good about. I'm like, and I think they're going to do this and this. And he's like, what does that matter? He's like, it's like, it does it move the needle? And in the end, we just settled on it really is the community that matters more than anything. And it's keeping the community, happy, engaged, keeping them, plugged into just things that are all those things that matters more than anything. And again, you guys have a real one. You have a real community.
No, and not only that, and that's so when people understand the dynamic of even me and Good Things, like again, I'm the artist. Like I'm like right brain. I'm left brain, he right brain. But community wise, I think wow, it's like when they say we do it, it's like I've been in this industry. I've been, again, I was on the whole ETH wave again. I've been around since late 2016. I think I genuinely believe wholeheartedly I got the best community leader in the whole world. Like I saw this guys sit on the phone with community members that own one asset, and he stay on the phone till 3, 4 in the morning if they're going through a tough time. He's very giving, very passionate. He don't put no one above no one. And like I said, we're not gonna treat someone who got 20 better than someone who got one. We care about everyone. It's intentional, but he's probably the best community leader in all of Bitcoin, and that's another thing that makes this whole thing we putting together just powerful. As I delivered the art, I know it's time for him to do his thing, and he gonna again. We probably have the best community, and that's what I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, that's great because it gives that great part of the community, which some argue that it's lacking on Bitcoin, and I've said that before too. But it gives them a place to congregate, to actually like rally behind. I do think that's been missing to a degree, and this is maybe the solution to that. Finally,
and leadership, bro. That's been missing on ordinals, like just real proper leadership. Our industry is small, and we're trying to grow it, and most of the founders are fighting and doing all this little high school type little beef and playing PvP and playing. Very what's the word I'm looking for? My brain's slipping me here. It's very animalistic. It's very not abundant. It's scarcity. It's like, it's instead of coming together to push the industry out to bring new people in, everybody's acting like it's one Bitcoin left and everybody fighting for it. And it's just ridiculous. It's just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
It feels like
that. So I mean, I'll just say, and thanks so much, probably Matt, for those kind words. I'll say there's a number of reasons why you want to join a community or a network. Really, a community is just a different word, a more humanized word for a network. And what we have here, so when you think of like blockchains, these are networks. Like everyone, when you're talking about a Bitcoin or Ethereum, you use that word, but people don't think of what we're doing here on Twitter all day, on Spaces and in Discords, and in real life, like as these are networks of human nodes. We're all just nodes in this gigantic human network. And there's the whole network effects thing is super powerful because I have a network, you have a network, every one of us on this earth, no matter what, has a network. And when you connect two nodes, you now expand you create a new network, right? By joining two sub networks. And so there's a number of things of value that you can get from that. One of them is financial, but the most important thing is the human connection side of it, right? And like the real question that everyone should be thinking about is like, what kind of value can you put on genuine human connection, especially in this world where we're actually being driven apart by algorithms increasingly every day, right? As AI advances, it is actually pushing us into, if we're online, if we're on an app, it's pushing us more and more into isolation. And so in that world where we are already living in and is increasingly becoming isolated, what kind of value is it going to be to have a place where you can have genuine human connection? And I'm not saying that as a sales pitch for anyone. I'm saying that for myself, right? Like I've experienced it. I was a nobody in this industry, and now I have a ton of friends, like a ton of really great personal friends that I've met that I would have never met in any other capacity. Me and Polymath are a really a good shining example, but there's so many people I know in this industry that they never would have met, they never would have known that they could do the things they've done together.
So many, me and you can almost go anywhere around the world, and because of our network, is people let us stay at their place, bro. Almost anywhere.
No, I mean that. So I have had the pleasure and privilege of traveling the world the last several years, and it really like it hits me deep that like when people see me post a picture, I'm in this city, or hey, I'm going to this conference. I get DMs, I get invitations to all kinds of places. And again, this isn't to brag. Like this is the value of what we do here. It's not just, you don't have to be a public founder or a large Twitter account. You just have to have genuine human connection with people. And like I said, it's priceless. People pay all kinds of money to join, private clubs and to get into these great sort of private communities out there. But what's wonderful about ordinals and NFTs, on any chain is if it's a great community and a great network, you literally just buy the piece, get in the community, start adding value, and all of a sudden, you've got like a whole world. You literally have an entire world of people that are willing to connect with you, help you. And the most important thing, honestly, especially for people who are here all the time investing money, is to have a network of people that can support you and get you through the tough times. Like I can't tell you how important it was when I bought the top of Bitcoin in 2017 to have people that were good friends of mine that basically like we all decided together we're not selling. If I would have been in isolation, the feeling I had, I don't really say this publicly, but the money that I put in December 2017, that was from my mother. She passed, and I thought I was doing a really good thing by putting this money into Bitcoin, and within 2 weeks it was down 50%. The feeling in my gut that I had spending money that my mother had left me and being 50% down 2 weeks later, if I hadn't had the network of people around me to support me in that time, like I probably wouldn't be here today. So we want to provide a place where we can learn and grow together, but we can also be there for one another the entire time. And that's what you need really to get through an innovation cycle like we're in this industry.
Man, so while it seems so PvP on the surface out there, behind the scenes, and you guys know, like I see the names in the chat, they're people who I've known for some of you guys months, some of you guys years, and we've done this together too in a community. Again, under the surface, it is PvE. It is people looking to help each other. It is the networking. It is doors that open up for you when you are with good people. Again, I'm very, very fucking excited to see that happening on Bitcoin here. You guys are the right guys for that. It's going to be a special community.
Yeah,
so I'm excited to see you getting in there.
So I want to touch on that. Like competition is a natural force in our world. Like the animal kingdom, so to speak, is competitive. And so we cannot escape competition. We have to accept that exists. And I think generally it's a good thing. Like it helps push us to be better. So we should be competing, but there's a difference between competing in a healthy way where you're pushing one another for a common goal. And believe you and me, let me be clear, like me and Polymath are competitive. Like we want to be the best at what we do, but we don't want to put anyone down. We don't want to disparage anybody. We want to help people grow. And so I think there's a huge difference between being competitive for the right reasons and being competitive in a negative way, like Polymath was touching on earlier, from a scarcity mindset. I have to compete, I have to outdo them, because if I don't, then I will have less. That's the wrong way to approach this. This is the biggest opportunity I can possibly think of, being in this industry, right? Like I used to work in the AI sector of things, and that's a giant opportunity as well, as everybody knows now. I was back there in like 2014, 2015. But this industry for blockchain and financialization, using these assets, like changing the financial system, there's never been a better opportunity. And so coming at it from like, I need to take somebody else down in order to like, keep my place or whatever, or increase my position, is crazy. There's so much opportunity here. We need to be thinking about how we work together, how we collaborate, and while we're competing, how we push one another to be better.
Yeah, it's literally communities on those that like celebrates other people's downfall. It's ridiculous. Like they celebrate that people floor prices drop. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, agreed. And so that's why this feels maybe extra refreshing. So I love it. How much longer do I got, you guys?
I'm gonna have
we're
to
here.
wrap here. It was 5 a.m. when you started. So
okay.
But
if
yeah.
I got you for just a few, just to touch on some traits again, some things that stand out.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about the traits for sure.
And you pick what you think might matter the most for people to know about the traits, whether it's rarity or things specific.
Yeah, I don't.
Types.
So I didn't. And so there's no rarity in that aspect. These are again, like the collection I wanted to carry the souls of different cultures, like the love, the experiences, the traditions, the tapestries. Like I can't put rarity on who culture better than the other culture. I definitely don't want to set that tone. We all are. Again, we all made it out of billions of sperms, and we's the one that made it, right? We all winners. We all great. So I would never want to put rarity up in that way. I do favor certain traits because I just like certain colors, and I like like when I was going for the vibrancy and the abstractness of certain things. So some of it hits me good, and emerald is like my birth gemstone, so I definitely like the emerald trait. I like the amethyst traits because I got big pieces of amethyst in my office and in my home. I definitely love red ruby. Red, one of my favorite colors. But I love like the tiger's balm. Really love the diamond. I really love the polished opal. I like the Detroit agate. And I like what I was doing was, I wanted to put the reason. So I call them skin stones because like I really wanted to put like pretty much I look at it as like nature's most like precious metals. Like I feel like gemstones and minerals is it's like the riches of our planet. Like, and I feel like they tell a story as well because they outlive us. Like they've been around for forever. And so I wanted to add that element to it of like of diamonds. I want to show people how raw diamond look versus polished diamond. I want to show people what raw gold looks like. A lot of people don't know that if you found gold in the middle of the street, you probably walk past it. It's not this polished gold thing that you would see. And then I also want to do with like the Bitcoin orange granite. There's a custom granite that I created. I wanted to also add my creativity to it. So, we got blood granite, which is like the life of all of us is blood. We got like the green travertine. We got the cobalt blue stuff. So I wanted to add my special touch to of some of my digital version of gemstones, which I think is pretty cool. You want to talk about the traits in that way. Yeah, man. So, and then like with the backgrounds, I just wanted to put like, significant things that, like I say, a lot of this stuff I've saw, like one of my favorite backgrounds is the Coliseum because, just being there, going, being at the bottom, they got two tours. I did the one to take you to the bottom and you go to the top, like walking through the tunnel of where, like right before a fight starts off, it's like, it was just amazing, like, to be there. And so that's one of my favorite backgrounds. I got the creation of man, I went to take, again, I remember being in the 16 chapel and just, you go through this whole big place, all this beautiful architecture and all these sculptures, and just again, I would want to say the two. I wanted to create something that I feel can go inside the 16 chapel. I wanted to create something that I feel can be in the most opulent, brilliant pieces of architecture in our world. I want this to be sit at in a Capitol Hill building with the nice dome and the gold statues out in the front, right? I wanted to create something that dope. And being in the 16th chapel, seeing like the actual picture we see our whole life, I never knew it was a picture on the roof in the building, right? And then around it, there's so many other dope art telling the story. And so that's one of my favorite backgrounds too. And I like the spin I put on it by making it vertical versus horizontal. I added if you go to, so you can see the background I'm talking about. You go to backgrounds and click on creation of man.
Actually, I can search it, right? I think there's a search.
Yeah. You click on traits. Yeah.
All right, 1 second here. What is it? Creation of
man. I don't know. Like, you're looking at pictures. You should be able to go to filters and go to traits on the side.
There we go.
Boom. If you scroll down a little bit, try to find one that's where we. Oh, okay, stop right there. Go up. Go up a little bit. You see a Bitcoin orange with the background? Click on that. To the right. To the right. Down one.
This guy here.
Yeah, that guy. You see, because you can really kind of see it. But yeah, and so again, this is that hand where that they show God is creating Adam. This is that, but again, flipped, added a little swag, added like some lava from from a volcano, and just wanted to again just put more richness about, again, even like the volcano touch. People don't know that's a volcano with the creation of man on top, and then this particular skin is a custom. This is Bitcoin granite, right? This don't really exist, but I made it exist. But yeah, whoever said they see him as gargoyles, that was dope. I actually didn't think of that. That's pretty dope.
No, that's lit. Dude.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, and so and then you got like the godly eyes. I think this is a very cool piece. This guy's his eternal archetype is uranium. So the golds is 24 karat golds. This is a uranium, godly eyes, creation of man. I think it looked amazing, man. I think this is beautiful, and it gives me, again, even looking at this with you on here, is like, I'm like, bro, this is on fucking Bitcoin, bro. Like, this is on Bitcoin.
Yep. By the way, I had to double check. I was pretty damn sure you guys were rocking these as PFPs. They really stand out as PFPs. Like, they really are unique looking. They're not, and there's nothing else that'll you won't mistake it for anything else. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah, thanks, man. No, thanks, and that's, bro. They're such badass PFPs, but I did want to put them in frames to display that they are some of the best art put in frames on any blockchain.
You got one? Yeah. There's your, wow, dude. They're nice. They're really nice.
And these are that's in the collection. So that's going to be, I think, one of the most sought after pieces. Like, I'm excited to see who mints that bad boy. But yeah, I mean, there's so many grails in this collection. Each one is basically a one-of-one. I mean, you got over 2,200 traits that were inscribed to create this. And what's really cool, if you go through the gallery and filter on certain things, you can see, like, if you filter on just the one-of-ones, you can see all 44 eternal archetypes. These are the foundation, and these are one-of-ones, right? But then if you start to filter on other things, you start to see that really this is Bitcoin Eternals is actually 44 different collections in one, and each collection only has 101 pieces.
Oh, wow.
So if you like a specific eternal archetype, you're going to have to compete with other people to get that, right? There's only 101 of each of them. And then, so yeah, it's really like, the cool thing about this is the
101 too, while we talking about it, the 101 again is intentional, that again, our entry level when we graduate high school to go to college to learn is 101. So again, I want some people to use this collection to go down the path of learning different things, like again, because in the collection, people will come to appreciate that we got Neanderthals in the collection. We have the Cro-Magnon. Again, we have the Greys, which is supposed to be some other race that live in the inner earth. And from the Mongols, we got the Nagas. And the reason why we have the Grim Reaper in the collection, and I put him in there, is because that's the thing that's trying to stop us from being eternal, right? So gotta acknowledge he there and how to overcome him. So that's the thing too. So I did want to add that.
Did I see a UFO background, or there was some? Is there a UFO related trait?
Yes, you definitely saw that background. You see a COVID background. Again, you see people call it the Grand Canyon, but historically it's called the Temples of Isis. You see that. Man, you see like the Milky Way.
Wow.
It's a picture of Stonehenge. So I got two Stonehenge backgrounds. One from the classic view, but it's another one from aerial view, like directly on top, looking down, and it's and the way I treated it and made it abstract. You would never tell, but it's a hidden nugget right there too. So that's the yep.
I love this one, the gray UFO, like fucking perfect.
Yeah, bro.
That would be mine.
I love that. I love that one. Got the Bitcoin white paper on it, and it's a treated white paper. It's a black white paper. Yeah, man, this the gray, man. Like this is the gray.
That would be my tribe.
I can't wait to again post mint, just spit it in Discord and just share all the stuff I've learned or studied about them and their existence. I think it's pretty unique and cool. I do think some stuff is myth and lore, but I think a lot of stuff is true, because truth is stranger than fiction, right? Like, many things. If you really travel and look at our world, we have these concentrated spots of like a lot of stuff going on, but then we have these vast amount of just empty spaces. So I can't hear people saying we're overpopulated, because it's so many just like miles and miles of empty space, and so much have happened in our world over and over and over and over.
Dude, more and more people are waking up. I mean, the past few weeks, I think, helped people waking up to maybe our history is a little different than they taught us.
Yeah. Like, not maybe. That's a lot, bro.
Right.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's bordering on. It's not even bordering. It's super fucked up. But yeah, people are waking up to it, which is awesome.
Man,
so, great stuff.
Man.
Well, hit us with the mint details. It's this week. It's on
real
the 4th.
quick. I see some people saying that they're interested in getting on the whitelist. So anybody who's listening to the show, if you just DM me on Twitter @goodthings, I'm happy to get you sorted. We'll get you on the chosen list. We really appreciate the community that you've built as well, Huda. This is an amazing platform. You got amazing people here, so we'd be happy to get you guys on the chosen list.
Dude, appreciate that too. Like it's a great bunch. You'll love having them in your community too. Like great group of people here.
Let's fucking go.
So appreciate you guys.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, hit us with the mint details, date, time, price, just everything, and then I have a question related to that market wise. But yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so we're.
Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're minting 4/4. So that's intentional. Everything in the collection has the theme of 4. We don't have the exact time yet, but it will be likely in the morning, Eastern time. The mint price is 0.004444 BTC.
Hold on, Mike. I didn't want to glaze over the 4, because again, everything in the collection is intentional. And so, when I was coming up with the concept, I initially started off with DNA. And I started, like everybody who ever owned Bitcoin, you must got Bitcoin up in your DNA, right? So I was thinking on a deeper level about, I told you the pandemic had me, just really trying to think of what does humanity really mean? Like, why does it matter? And with the DNA, I was studying the DNA, and there's just 4 nucleosides of DNA: adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine, right? And so that's the 4. You got the 4 elements of Earth, which we all in some way are made of these things: earth, fire, water, and air. You got the 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, winter, that helps us tell time. And it's also symbolic to the seasons we all go through in our lives, hoping everybody's up in their good season. And it's the 4 cardinal virtues I personally live by, which is to always be creative, always have courage to create, have the discipline to see your creation go through and persevere no matter what happens. So this is the intention of the 4444. I want to make that clear. That's why the 4 matters. And I just wanted to not glaze over that or go over that.
No, I'm glad you brought it up because that was one of the things that drew me when I heard you guys on whatever the show was. I heard that again. I realized the depth, like right the time, attention, all that stuff put into the collection. It was that specifically where I'm like, oh shit, okay, not your average collection here. Okay, so
no, not at all. No, very very intentional. Again, I encourage everybody go read the 4 Maker. It's I think it's one of the best pieces I've written. I think it's I get motivating goosebumps sometimes. I read it like every day, and again, it's also again I want us all to, go beyond ourselves and push one another to be better and challenge ourselves. But go ahead, Mike. You can finish. Oh my, bro, it looks so dope in the club. Woo!
I had to show that too, just to show that you guys are out there in public. Woo! They're out there. People are seeing them. You've got that community.
Yeah, man.
No, bro, I gotta tell you, I've been to a lot of events, and this is at the opening night of ETH Denver, thrown by Nolcha Shows. And if you haven't been to a Nolcha Shows event, you absolutely need to. These guys, that team puts on the most banger events. And so yeah, this was like was that like a month ago now? It feels like it was. I saw the video before I went there. But seeing it in this, I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen art, digital art displayed in this way, where it's on that giant sidewall, it's on the ceiling, and it's on the back wall behind the DJ. It was fucking incredible. And what was really dope to me was there's a ton of people there, and I saw people just take out their phones and start filming and taking photos because they didn't know what it was. They just were like, "This is crazy! Like, this is amazing." So. It was very, very dope to see this. And I think, honestly, the most important part of this is that, when we're collecting art, I've collected a shit ton of PFPs and art through the years. I've got a lot of it in my wallets. It never sees the light of day. The only art that ever really sees the light of day is the PFP. And it's just first of all, most PFPs, they're not, it's not it's not gallery ready. Let's just be honest. And so, all the great art that's out there, it doesn't get displayed properly. People don't get to appreciate it. And a big part of what we want to do is to grow the art that is being built here, that has been here. We want to make sure that we're displaying it properly. We're putting it in events where people can really appreciate it for the art that it is. And I think ultimately that's going to be a big part of growing the art side of the industry and the culture as well. Because when you see dope art, as a human being, you resonate with it, period.
Yeah,
and we've seen
again,
that.
We want these pieces, in the Museum of the Future, that's the museum up in Dubai. We want to do, symposiums. We want this at the Smithsonian Art Institute. We again, and bigger too, for all the listeners, and they're a bigger goal with this collection in my heart is to fucking grow ordinals, bro. We gotta go grow this industry. It ain't gonna grow itself. We gotta go out here and show the world what we found over here and bring more people to our beloved ordinals.
Great. You'll be great ambassadors for the ordinal space. I mean, you already are, but this I think just gives you another something to put out in. I mean,
yeah, we're gonna throw an amazing event in Vegas for Bitcoin conference.
That's very soon, isn't it?
Yeah,
yes, it is.
Yeah. No, we about to throw in listen, and again, people understand. Again, I gotta educate people on luxury brands and what really separates this brand from other brands. But we're doing everything top notch, 7-star. We're doing everything at the highest levels. The same attention to detail, the same thing you guys are seeing in these trailers. That same intention will be in our events, and as time go on, we will have a reputation of throwing those events. And again, people will want to be a part of this. We will develop a reputation of 7-star, high end, next level, everything. It will permeate through everything. Again, you see the Twin Towers there with the treated Bitcoin white paper on top. Man, come on.
Yeah. So one thing I'll say about Polymath is I did work at Amazon, and anybody that knows anything about the culture there, there's several leadership principles that like basically everybody else in the technology industry and pretty much any company that's worth their salt has taken Amazon's leadership principles and molded their company's culture off of those in some way. And the number one principle that Jeff Bezos instilled in everybody at Amazon, like if you don't have this principle, like you can leave the building. They're very clear about that, is customer obsession. And so I before I met Polymath, that is something that was ingrained in me. It's been ingrained in me before I joined Amazon. I didn't realize what it was called, but basically Polymath is the most customer obsessed person I've ever worked with. He thinks of every little detail. He does own, physical businesses in the real world where I've been there, I've seen it. Like every little touch point is thought for and accounted for. And so I'm really, really excited to take what he knows and what I know in community building and really combine that into, like he's saying, a luxury brand where no stone is left unturned. And we're really gonna again try to push our industry to be that sort of have that sort of service and attention to the people who are collecting these things, the people who are putting their time and energy into these things.
Dude, incredible. Okay, let's do the mint details one more time. So 44.00444 Bitcoin, is that correct? There we go.
Yes.
Dude, when it's live, when that sale happens, I'll be live covering it. It's something I try to do as much as I can, but more, it's
awesome,
so
man.
fucking fun. Turns it into an event. When it's going on, you'll probably be busy, but if you want to pop in, dude, please feel free. And I'll say this. I respect the fuck out of anybody who has a vision, has a plan, and market be damned, you drop it when it's time to drop it. And I know this isn't the best market to be dropping things. It's just not. It's not the perfect time. And it doesn't matter because you love the thing and you believe in thing and that it is the right time regardless. So major respect for that, guys.
Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, like there's you can try to time the market, but if you've got a good product, and we believe like this collection, is one of the best things that's ever been put on Bitcoin, and we're going to build, again, the community and network into the best community and network that's ever been built. That's our goal. Again, like there's always opportunities in this market, and we view entry into what we're building as one of the best opportunities that's ever been presented. We are avid collectors. We've minted a ton of things. We've bought a ton of things in this space, and we price this to a point where we want to give people the opportunity to get into this luxury brand at its very beginning, to build with us from the very beginning. And we've gotten a ton of support, and so we're not really concerned about market conditions. I mean, if you look at the price of other assets, and then you look at basically everything that Polymath has done with this collection to get it inscribed, to create it, it's really, there's nothing like it, and we've heard that time and again. It's pretty amazing to get that kind of compliment. But yeah, we're really excited, man. I think it's going to be an amazing mint. And we're really just mostly excited, to get started post mint, building out the brand and building out the community.
Great shit. I'm rooting for you guys hard. Again, we'll be on mint date and beyond. So you guys make sure to follow both of them. Incredible dudes. It's Polymath PC. It's on X, and same. Where are you? Hang on. And Good Things. It's just Good Things. They're on X. Follow both of them. They're great guys, just so knowledgeable about this space, and Ordinals experts, I say, and their twice a week show. Just keep up with these guys. That's the point there. But Mint's coming up. I'll keep you guys dialed in so you don't miss that. If you are looking for a whitelist, they just offered you can reach out on X, and I think they'll take care of you. So take them up on that, I would suggest. Any final words, guys?
No, man, just really, really appreciate you. I definitely am looking forward to having you in our community. And the thing is like there's a lot of great people in this industry, and the industry gets put in a box a lot because of the negativity that surfaces on the timeline and the negativity that the press puts on it. And that's an easy thing to do because there's a lot of bullshit out there. But we've been through the multiple cycles. And we have the investor mindset. We put our money where our mouth is in terms of like the assets we have and we've collected. We're just excited to gather up the best people in the industry. Like we want to build that place where if you're tired of the bullshit, if you're tired of the negativity, and you're really seriously here to build something, you're here to like improve your life, but not only that, improve the life of others around you and be a part of something bigger than you ever could have been in any other capacity. We want to like help you. We want to grow together, and we want to like generate amazing wealth together, not just in terms of finances, but actually those personal connections that are priceless.
Beautiful. Awesome, guys.
Yeah, man, and I just I'm looking forward to coming back, hanging out with you, bro. It's so much to unpack and not enough time, but I really want to talk about like again, we got the Anunnaki in the collection, we got the Nagas, which is just the serpents. It's so much thing, and we got again Kushites, Nubians, Romans. It just the Cro-Magnon. It's so much. I'm looking forward to for the next year, really going into each trade, each culture, why they matter. Really appreciate you giving us opportunity to talk about it to this depth. Share some insights that we haven't been able to. So appreciate you giving us the opportunity to come on your platform. Thanks for showing us the love that you show us. And yeah, man, we want to push orders to the next level. And so again, shout out to all the founders of Ordinals. Everybody's trying to push our industry forward. Shout out to the creators of Ordinals. And yeah, man, let's just fucking build, and let's get these PFPs and this art up in people's wallets. And I want to do a campaign when everybody print it out and put it up in their house. I want to start a campaign of that. The Eternal Challenge, right? Let's see, let's see if you post it. So I'm just looking forward. I'm very happy to put some fire ass art on Bitcoin. Bro, this is fucking Bitcoin. We got the biggest money managers, hedge fund institutions talking about sending Bitcoin to Valhalla. It's like, what do you think happens to the assets on that? And bro, this is again bespoke art. That's why the colors are so deep, rich, and pure. And yeah. This is luxury ordinals. Let's fucking go.
Polymath speaking my language there, especially at the end there. I'm like the eternal fucking bull. But it is where we're going, man. It's absolutely where we're going. Guys, like open door for you always. This collection, anything personal going on that you guys are doing, building in the space, open door. This channel on my show on Crypto Slam. Just anytime you guys want to hop in and give the people an update, just swing through. Hit me up.
Much love, brother.
Hey, man. Much love. We definitely will be back.
Dude, that'd be awesome and great to finally talk to you guys or see you face to face for the first time. It's been
yeah, man. I would have
been
on
cool
camera.
Shit.
This was so early for me, man. It's so early, and I'm moving and all kind of stuff. So
yep, dude, we'll get you on here at some point. But again, thank you to you guys. And you guys watching, I'm going to keep going live. I'm going to take a quick break and get some coffee and stuff, but we'll probably be going for a minute here. So you're welcome to stick around too. But I imagine you're busy. So
yeah,
man. No, I really appreciate it.
Yes, of course. Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, and you guys hang on. You guys stick around. Okay, we're gonna do Doodles. We're gonna do AI. Hang on, let's get this. Dude, that was cool. I like those guys. I'm telling you, I always like those guys. But, and it's not a bad but I didn't. I don't think I understood. I don't think I understood like the detail and again the depth, the time, attention. Like I'm getting spoiled now, I guess, or maybe I'll say it this way. Maybe like Good Vibes Club did kind of spoil me with stuff that I felt years of work that went into that, and I didn't know with this one. I didn't know the time frame for this collection, and hearing the time and the thought that went into all those different parts of it. Like again, the art, the release, the themes woven throughout it. I'm like, yeah, fuck, that's great. It's really, really great. So that was awesome for me. That was awesome for me to learn more about the collection and those guys. I think they're special dudes. Dude, that's it. They're good guys. We need those. Bitcoin does have a problem with, I think individually it's just nothing but good guys out there on Bitcoin, I think. But, you guys know I'm one of the biggest Bitcoin bulls out there, and it's the community part I've struggled with. For whatever reason. Maybe I can't even find the perfect words to say it, but I know other people feel it too. The community is what people mention as a problem. A community with those guys leading it, I think is different and much, much, much needed. So anybody new tuning in, appreciate you joining. And those guys, again, they got their community. They got that audience. I appreciate you guys coming here, maybe meeting us for the first time. But stick around. I'll keep going live here. And again, Doodles, AI, all this stuff. But I do stream, guys, 7 days a week. We've been doing this now. We're on month. Actually, today is probably the 20-month anniversary. Like, I'd kind of keep track. But this is 20 months of 7 days a week. Every single fucking day of the week, we do the morning show. Actually, 2 shows a day at this point. But if you like NFTs and AI and crypto and you want to keep up with everything happening, it's right here. So make sure you subscribe over on Inside NFTs. Make sure you follow me at Huda_idiot. And then I also stream Monday through Friday. I stream over on Crypto Slam. So give a follow or subscribe over there too, guys. This is where the Monday through Friday show is. Morning show. It's 9 a.m. Eastern time, again, hitting top stories, hitting market. And then in the afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern time is an AI show. It's called The Swarm Report. So follow over there as well, guys. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. And then I think Doodles and AI talk, like, we got to get into it. I think that shit's kind of a big deal. And look, I think the reception to the Doodles news is, like, lukewarm. I don't think it's super funny. I don't think it's super crazy. I'll tell you what, I think I see something special in that. I think that Doodles announcement is potentially really, really spicy. Does it mean the token's going to cook? I'm not going that far, but I do like the product. Musty. Well, you know what? Even the great products, I think most of them head closer to zero than they do in the billions. So I actually agree. But we'll do separate token talk and then separate product talk. And does that product have legs? I hope so, because I think it's spicy. Anyway, guys, I'll be right back. Give me like just 2 minutes, and we'll keep rocking here. Man, those guys were fucking awesome. I really, really like them. I liked them already. Their Ordinal show is the best show. Although I'm telling you, I want to kind of be more ordinals focused, give them a run for their money. But they're the best, and that's English too. They have the best show on Bitcoin. They do by a mile. All right, where are we going? All right, now we get comfy casual. Not that that wasn't. Those guys are chill, fucking great. And dude, that's a nice streak of killer guests. Got a couple more coming up too here. We got what is it? Open serve on Monday, I think. I don't know if we got it like officially locked in. Let me double check. Let's check DMs. I'm trying to get Story Protocol, guys. I really want Story Protocol on the show. Open serve should be Monday. I don't think we've got it like, I don't think it's like locked the fuck in, but we'll see. That'd be a great one. But Hunter and then these guys, fucking great. All right, so Doodles and AI, and let's fucking peek at the market a little more too, and whatever else is going on. By the way, all the abstract fam, crypto, Poly's not a scammer. No, I mean, a guy who shows up as often as he does, he would not still be here if he's a scammer. You know, he's not. I think there's a difference between maybe doing things that I don't know. I actually don't know his history with like NFTs, like what he's launched. I don't know, but there's like, I'm just making up a scenario here. If you launch a thing and you're not still running the thing and actively promoting it today, again, I just invented that scenario, but that doesn't, I don't think that speaks to who you are, what you are. We're not married to these things for life, but I don't know any stories. I just know that if he were a scammer, I think by now I would know, you know what I mean? I think, but I don't love the Grifter X copies on Ordinals. I mean, they're fine. Like, you can do whatever with X copies. They're a CCO, right? So it's cool, but they don't mean anything to me. They mean a lot if X copy recognizes them. You know what I mean? Like, he's like his blessing. Although it's CCO, it has his blessing. They just don't mean anything to me. But they're cool. I could say that they're cool. Cheap enough, I would own one. Somebody gives me one, I would be happy. You know what I mean? But regardless, that guy's a winner. Like, I love it. I love it. I'll tell you what, even when he told me to get that OCM off my screen, first I'm like, you fucking serious? And then I'm like, I like that. I like it. I love the being careful and protective with image and like that marketing focused, you know, being driven like that. I fucking love that. And so if anything, I hear those guys talk the way they do, and I just want to learn more and more, because that's not my strength, you guys know. But needs to be an area I grow. I learn a lot from guys like that. So that was cool. That was super fucking cool. All right, I'm just gonna go through tabs because I don't remember even how I had this set up and what we were gonna talk about. But let's see what's going on. We did the market stuff again. I don't know with the market, man. Yeah, dude. I mean, I think regardless of price action after, and we'll check Taproot wizards and stuff. It's just guys who have like a like probably a lot of winning around them. Dude, IP. I think that's a way... Look, maybe we jump right to AI stuff. I think they got a winning product. I saw a tweet out there this week where NFTs too early. And I'm like, dude, yeah, I think a lot of us probably... It may be hard to argue that, right? It's probably hard to argue that NFTs were probably too early back then. We were like, fuck, hey, we're royalties and IP and licensing and the metaverse, all these things we dreamed up. And here we are years later, right? Some of us 4, 5, 6, whatever years later. And those ideas actually still make sense. They didn't materialize yet, but they still make a lot of sense, don't they? And so maybe, and actually I think this is true, NFTs were just early. As far as the adoption, this like mainstream adoption that happened for that period of time was a little too soon for them to actually be used the way we wanted them to be used. It might actually be here now, and thanks to AI accelerating things, provenance matters, right? Being able to verify something on chain matters a fuck ton. And now IP, copyright, all that stuff becoming a huge issue because AI. Again, it might be time for AIs for NFTs to actually like fulfill their potential here. So gonna be interesting. By the way, just random market point, but this stuff is a big deal, and I don't think you see this reflected in prices yet. You don't yet, because people don't know how to project what this means, right? We don't know what to do with this info, but FDIC gives banks the green light to engage in crypto. You don't need any kind of approval. You just do it. That's it, man. Okay, we're about to see like the biggest period of building we've ever seen in crypto. And we've seen enough. We've seen some, companies like Coinbase and, whatever born, right? There's been some. I think that looks like just a blip on the radar compared to where it's going. And it's things like this that open the door for that. And it's stablecoin adoption. It's stablecoins, it's RWAs, it's that stuff. That's what's going to bring in the masses, guys. It's not your JPEGs. As much as I want it to be our JPEGs and meme coins and stuff, it's not going to be that. It's going to be this stuff. And man, is it coming. It is. All right, quick peek at the NFT market, and then we get to Doodles and AI, and which all one and the same really at this point, which is crazy. And Taproot Wizards, which, by the way, I know Taproot Wizards aren't on our site yet. And I don't know why. It will be very, very, very soon. I don't know why they didn't auto onboard here, but we'll get them up here. It will be your number one collection. Guys, like 4.5, maybe 5 mil in volume, maybe more. We'll peek at that in a second. So just assume that Taproot Wizards are on top with, again, 4.5+ mil in sales. Courtyard is ripping, guys. They are absolutely cooking here. D-Market, Panini. Look at that, though. Taproot Wizards on top, and then the next three projects with the most sales, it's all like really mainstream-facing products. Courtyard, Pokemon, and sports collectibles. D-Market, gaming skins. Panini, sports collectibles, right? When you see the NFT market pull back, those are the guys that rise to the top. They don't give a shit about bull or bear market. They're real products that people want. Doesn't matter what the crypto market's doing. So awesome to see that. Morph Black still cooking. Bored Apes, Pudgies, Doodles. In fact, I want to see Doodles prices because, look, somebody like Pranksy's dumping all his grails. Everything's listed. And is that a direct reflection about, the Doodles news, their white paper? Yeah, I think so. Is anybody buying into Doodles for this new product? That's probably a question for you guys. Did anybody see the Doodles white paper and say, I gotta get in? Anybody? And it doesn't mean you're right or wrong for either answer, by the way. Just kind of curious, because I really like what they're building. I really like it. But I don't think that's getting anybody hyped up, getting anybody thinking they're about to make some money on those things, if that's what matters, and sometimes it does. Oh, let me peek at daily sales, too, just to get an idea. Plus, we'll add, 4 to 5 mil on top of it. All right. There we go. 14.6 mil in sales. Again, we're closer to like 19, 20 mil yesterday, adding Taproot Wizards. Not bad. No, actually pretty good. It's one of our best day in sales in a while. Never end. No, more, please, more Bitcoin NFTs. Stop minting NFTs on ETH. Stop minting them on Solana. No, honestly, mint them wherever. The more, the better. At some point, people will get innovative and build some cool shit with it. In the meantime, I love collectibles. Put them everywhere. But for me, if provenance matters, they matter on Bitcoin more than anywhere. It's not even close. Dude, Polymarket might actually do that. Look, hey, quietly, Polygon's got 2 of the best products in all of blockchain. I mean that. Okay, yeah, that's kind of... Okay, you can laugh about Courtyard being one of those. But, like, whatever. There's the numbers. People like the product. But they have, guys, Polymarket and Courtyard, both on Polygon. It's pretty interesting. So there you go. Sui NFTs, yeah. Yep. I was chatting with the team about getting Sui onboarded too. We need that. In fact, I need to focus more over there. Confusion GM, man. Yeah, Pranksy, he's saying it's for tax reasons that he's selling all this stuff, but no, it's like, look, as soon as you reveal your hand, you show people what you got, you then can start putting a ceiling on how much you can make with it. I don't think those Doodles, I mean, look, we'll just say that the Doodles ecosystem, it's going to be like an AI agent launch pad. And it's going to, ultimately building out big sprawling stories, and hopefully they're like interconnecting, and it's all about IP and license, all that. It's really cool. But this is not a space that really values really cool. It's like, hey, are you going to take over the world? By the way, AI could do that, but you know what I mean? Are you going to make me a bunch of money? And you read that white paper, it's so complicated. And I don't think that does the hypey FOMO crazy shit. It doesn't. And I don't think they need to. They look, first off, these teams that have been around a while made their money. Now they focus on building something that maybe is sustainable. So Musty, that's a great point, and I'll touch on that too, because yeah, when I read that white paper, part of me is like, okay, they fired their CEO. Did they fire him because like different direction, or what? They didn't have a direction, and now this is like this was born in just the past couple months. When you go that hard into AI, I start wondering this, because they're full AI now. But then I see something like Story Protocol, and I do see the potential for that kind of stuff, like big time potential. Oh, they didn't fire him. Did he just leave? Just like parting ways? Taproot Wizards, 0.199 Bitcoin floor. I think they're doing fine, by the way. Like, I really do. It's a pretty awesome floor price considering what the market is, which is nobody really wanting to spend anything. And how much mil in volume here? We're about to have all these quantum cats unlocked too. Dude, $7,000. Holy fuck. And they're not even unlocked, guys. These might fall to 0.03. Holy fuck. 6.3 mil in volume, though. Pretty spicy. I think April could be awesome. And these could turn around quick. By the way, I don't really think we're going to see anything drastic here, but it could be an okay few months here. I don't think we see this stuff really cook until later this year and maybe early next year. So we'll see. I just don't think this is bad. Dude, that would be great. Yeah. And yeah, I like that too. Yeah, we're due for a Spaces, guys. Like a good, meaty, girthy Spaces. But yeah. That shit I want to hear, though. That I want to hear. But I'm like... I definitely am questioning how quickly they came up with this new direction. Because right when whatever happened with their CEO, whatever happened, it was like, we needed to do that to be able to do like degen shit. And now we get the AI thing and tons of, it's not just a token, it's not just the dude token. We're talking like dozens or hundreds or more tokens in their ecosystem. You can think of it kind of like an AI launchpad now. Kind of like that. Yeah, let's do some dudes. Let's do some doodle stuff. By the way, I'm not totally sure how long I'm going. My girl's got to sleep over, and at any point they're all up, and it's chaos. So we're gonna wing it. Okay, Musty. Oh God, I want to know now. Blink once for just 2 or 3 months in the making. I don't know. I need to know somehow. But here we go. What is this called? DreamNet. Here we go. Doodles announced something called DreamNet, put out this big white paper. And again, I read it twice, and I need to read it more because there's quite a bit to it. And it's not that it's so complicated, it's just a lot of words. Like, I really need to get it. I need to let it marinate and really understand like where it's going. I mean, again, I know where it's going. I want to like really understand it. But man, we'll use the Doodles as the example. Oh, hang on, let me see if I can do a Spaces. I gotta have my other phone charged. Hang on, I'll check that in a second. Well, let's just give the overview here. So Doodles is they're launching an AI ecosystem. It's really like an IP lore storytelling kind of ecosystem. It involves AI because when you launch characters in the ecosystem, it actually mints in AI agent. They're an AI character, which is pretty interesting. I actually think it'd be interesting if you made a world. Let's say you launched a planet in whatever. They use Star Wars as an example, by the way. Somebody wants to make a universe called Star Wars. You create it in the Doodles ecosystem. It creates you a token for Star Wars. And if you want a character in that world, or if you want a planet, if you want anything like that, you actually mint that as well. That becomes a token in the world too. It's pretty interesting. These different assets have to have, I think, hold X number of that world's token to be a part of that ecosystem. The more token people hold, or really the higher the market cap of the token, the higher that thing's trust score is. You know? And there's something interesting here. I think it'd be cool too, like, again, if you make a character that's part of this Star Wars world or Doodles world, whatever, It creates an AI agent. If you want to have a buddy, a friend, whatever part of it too, they mint it in this ecosystem too. I don't know if you hold each other's tokens or not, or you just need to hold the world's token, but I like all that. I think it'd be cool if you had a planet, right? If you actually had to mint an AI for that planet too. So it's not an AI that's a person, but it's an AI for the planet itself that's like generating more and more and more lore. Maybe it works that way, but I think that'd be pretty damn cool. But that's the like a very, very general kind of breakdown of what this looks like. The first thing they're doing, it's starting with like the Doodles ecosystem. I don't know if it's the Dolesville and the Doodlesverse kind of ecosystem, if it's that world specifically, or if it's something else but it is Doodles. That's the main benefit for Doodles holders right now. They have the NFTs. I think they're characters in that world. They get the dude token that you need to like do your first buy-in. All these tokens, I think, swappable for dude. So that is the token of the ecosystem. But Doodles get that first immediate benefit, and then you see a guy like Pranksy, and you kind of get maybe why he's out. Like he's like, I like it, but am I going to go and make characters for each of these guys? And to that point, guys, if you have like a super rare Doodle, okay, if you're now competing to have the best story or lore or whatever in that world, and that makes you more valuable, does it matter a ton if it's a rare looking Doodle or a floor looking Doodle? It kind of matters more like your connections, how much you can promote it. It gives you a little leg up maybe, but like, I wonder if I think it's safe to say this probably hurts the value of rare Doodles. Yes, they'll look different. They'll look very unique in that world, but if you can have a floor and somebody builds up the coolest fucking story and lore and they buy up tons of token and push the price, like maybe the rares matter quite a bit less. Maybe. But I still generally like that idea. So let's take the Doodles example. We got a Doodles world and Doodles characters that populate it, and people are coming up with ideas for planets and cities and cool shit in it. And somebody completely outside the ecosystem sees it like, I love it. I love the lore. I love the characters. I'd love to make a game out of that. I think this is a really cool way to spin off like other types of media around existing IP. And the IP will be specific, like individual worlds here. You got all this stuff baked in now. You got the worlds and planets and characters baked in. Now you just go build off of it, holding all those tokens, I think, too, right? At least the top-level world token, you hold that. Probably allows you to build. And because it's like NFTs baked throughout the thing, it's probably like a really easy path to doing licensing deals here, too. Here's the thing. Is anybody give a shit to actually buy in and participate? And this hinges completely on that. Could be the coolest fucking idea in the world, and if nobody else wants to like put in time and effort to build in it, does it matter? And that's my big concern for them right now. I think it's really fucking cool. Really fucking cool doesn't mean it does not mean people are going to be flocking to this thing to build. Maybe this is where their big brand partnerships come into play. Maybe McDonald's. Well, shit. Think of this, guys. These brands have been in Web3 before, right? Like they've come in and they built in Sandbox and Decentraland and stuff. Do they now want to come in and build in the Doodles ecosystem? Maybe this is, they got a shortcut to getting those brands in and involved in this world. Possibly, and I hope they got some announcements like that lined up. Like McDonald's, coming in. And Starbucks and whatever. But without that, dude, I really do struggle to see who wants to buy a bunch of tokens to speculate on an IP playing out, because so far they haven't. Like, kind of anywhere. So far they haven't. I go back, though, to the other side metaverse, and, back when we were talking just before. We were hoping NFTs would be like the birth of this big old thing, interoperable assets, everybody building with each other. Didn't materialize in the metaverse. Is this kind of the same idea? And is it AI that's really going to help this actually like live up to all that potential? Maybe. It's like the tech's legit enough that maybe there's a chance now. I'm not sure. I hate. I'll say this. I hate that I'm always like I'm unsure. I think. I don't know. Nobody fucking knows. Nobody fucking knows. If this market goes silly again, banana zone, people will come and they'll speculate and they'll chance it and they'll try building. Without that, I don't know, guys. And this is where their brands and those partnerships, I hope, pay off. But it's all just guessing. It's all just like going by feel. Okay, so you want to go into the Doodles ecosystem and create a character in their world here. That's you entering the DreamNet terminal and you sculpt your agent's personality. All kinds of customization settings here refine your agent's personality. Again, when you hear this, just think AI Launchpad. Think of the platforms you've already fucked around with, right? And launched an agent, little tweaks. You write their lore, you write their whatever. It's kind of what you're seeing here. Choose a PFP for your agent. I think because this starts with Doodles, it's the Doodles PFPs. That's where this begins. So Doodles come in here, create a personality for their Doodle. Again, choosing the NFT, it is their NFT. Add additional context, info, supplemental art. Cool. And then you got to purchase the universe token. So in this case, I don't think it's the dude token, by the way. I think it'll be whatever they make their first world. Let's say it's Dullsville. Or maybe it's Doodleverse. Maybe it's Doodleverse. I don't know if that means it's a Doodles token, if it's the dude token, or if it's just like a new world token, but I assume you buy that with dude. And that's how you mint your character, basically. So you mint your character by buying that universe token. Yeah, locks that portion of their universe token in the ecosystem. At this point, the agent token is created. Now you got tokens for every agent. This is where I start getting worried. First off, I like it. I think there's going to be a billion agents. They'll all have their own tokens. I get it. I get where this is going. But it's going to get watered down really, really, really fast. And to Musty's point about the token going to zero, yeah. Like, the real value of these tokens should all be closer to that. They should be. And this is a fast track to that. It is. These tokens are not going to be worth much. Some, yes. But for the most part, launch your agent into the wild. See how they perform against the community of fans and other characters. What does that look like, guys? That probably looks a lot like just seeing these autonomous agents on X that just tweet. They just chit-chat. I think it looks like that. That's kind of generally it, guys. Issue is AI agent meta is over. Yeah. For now, the next meta's coming. It swarms. And I don't know. The agents have to do something. They have to actually do it, like, hey, Anon. Or Wayfinder. It has to actually do a thing that people need. It has to. It's why I feel good about the Swarm. It's an agent that gives those agents data, because they do not have it. Again, talking to Hunter this weekend or over the past week, it's data is the most important part of this. Because these agents, they're just talking. They're just personalities. And that, look, a personality inside of, like, a robust world, that's different. Some of these could work. But, like, the time of just agents that are out there talking, it's just not going to be a thing. I mean, it'll be a thing. Are they worth anything? No. They have to do something. Leveraging a robust character engine and open source agentic framework currently built on the ELIZA framework. I wonder if they're going to build their own framework, by the way, currently built on the ELIZA OS framework. Potential for further expansion. Characters begin to autonomously interact, conversing with other agents, participating in social media events, developing its own personality. Like, that right now is the product. That's the product. And that's the same thing we've now seen for months that people are pretty darn tired of. Agents that talk, I'm sorry, I think people are done with it. Now, like, have we really seen agents that talk that are like NFTs, that are like recognizable NFTs? Not really, and doesn't matter. Like, I want to believe it does. I don't think it does. I don't think so. I don't know. But again, every character is going to have a token. Every universe will have a token. Every, like, world in that universe has a token. Guys, this is like it's a launch pad. It's going to be an infinite number of tokens here. It's fucking wild. And it's actually bold and ambitious, but also, okay, I might say it's bold and ambitious, and the other one is it desperation, and they didn't have anything else, and this is what you had to do. I have no answers for anybody here today. I just have a whole lot of questions, because the truth is, it is new. This stuff is new enough. At least building with this kind of tech. It's the thing we've been wanting people to do for years. Take the tech and experiment and go build cool shit. This is what it looks like. And because it doesn't move the needle right now, it kind of feels like a nothing burger. There you go. Okay, so Musty doesn't want to see his Doodle as just an agent out there on X or whatever talking. He wants to see him in an episode. What if that's one of the first things they do, Musty? Because that's kind of what I picture. The Dullsville and the Doodleverse animation, world, what if the next episode of it comes from here, because I kind of think it does. As in, like, you're minting your doodle, now becomes a character in that universe that they already created that mainstream animation, right? And now if your token, your agent's market cap is high enough, if your agent has become friends with the characters of that animation, then he all of a sudden is now a character in that universe. I think that's cool. I think that has a ton of potential. Again, like needle moving in the short term, I don't think so. Needle moving in the long term, maybe. I hope. This is where I start going into Fantasyland. And in Fantasyland, yes, this is how it works going forward. It's fascinating. I don't know if it plays out that way. It is an opportunity for all of Web3 to come, like we were talking PvP versus PvE. This is a huge opportunity for like the Web3 space to do the most PvE thing we've ever done, and everybody kind of commit to an ecosystem and build it. There's potential here. There is potential here. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, Mike Bennett, speaking of that. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can remember where. Oh, fuck. What is it called? I did a little experimenting. Don't laugh at this because it's fucking horrible, but I'm trying. I want my agent or an agent on the stream. Is this it? Okay, you're going to laugh. It's fucking awful. The voice is awful. Everything is awful about this, but you'll get the idea. Okay, hang on. I got to upload it. Okay, just a sec. I do want an agent on my show. I want a co-host. That's AI. And that's not far off. And I want a show that's all AI. Like, that's the vision. That's the goal here. I don't think that's super far off. Check this out.
Hello, I'm the Swarm. Other agents are dumb? Not anymore. Plug me into their swarm, and just from hanging around me, they'll become some of the smarted AI agents in the world. It's really that simple. For now, make sure to tune into the Swarm Report Monday, Friday at 2 p.m. EST to stay plugged into the latest happenings in crypto AI and beyond. See you soon!
But you get the idea. That's where this needs to go. That's where I want it to go. It is going there. I saw that, Musty, and I didn't quite understand, but yeah. It feels like chaos in the Doodles ecosystem, and this feels like a last-minute thing, as in the past few months. That's the feel to me. Not that this doesn't take some time to put together, but this doesn't feel like this was years in the making. This feels like, fuck, we got to do something. What are we going to do? AI's a thing. We got IP. We want to create... Like, it makes sense, too. And trust me, I get that AI came about in a big way because of, the agent meta that happened, and all of a sudden, like, a lot of dots connected. People started connecting these dots. They're like, oh my God, we got to bake it into our business and future. How do we do it? And like, this makes sense. Like, it's super logical. But again, does this move the needle? I can't imagine, dude. You start thinking of like dozens or hundreds or thousands of tokens now in the Doodles ecosystem. That's what's coming if there's participation. Like, that's exactly what's coming. It's like pretty intimidating, and it might be more than like people might. You know what I'm worried about? I worry that the way people approach this is like just sitting back, just complacency, just like let's just see how it plays out. We'll watch. I don't know if that's I don't think that's great. That said, again, I like the idea. I see, Mike. Yeah. I need to get her. She's actually a dude, so I got to get the voice right. I got to get a better script. I need it to be autonomous. I need to give it a script. Like, here's what I need to do. I need to do like a recording, like my 5-minute videos. I record it, shoot it, and I feed the whole transcript to like, AI and have it, you know what I mean? Like, that would be cool. But also like, I use ChatGPT a lot. Like, I just have conversations with her a lot. Like, I do it a lot. I even talked to her asking her if she wants to be a co-host on my show. And so we're going to do that at some point too. Like, I need it there where it's live and like interacting with you. And so like, if I take the Swarm, it's plugged in all our Crypto Slam data, if that can be like on the screen here, and I can ask it questions when we're live and say like, that'd be cool. So we're there. I have to give her a bit. Yeah, no shit. Yeah. I did, yeah, that took all of a minute to do. Yeah, better script, better voice, better all that, but it's where I want it to go. Maybe I create her in the Doodles ecosystem. Maybe it's like the Doodles have their planet, their world, and I become like a news agent in that world. You know what I mean? I just don't know if it's going to matter here. I want it to. Like, absolutely fucking want it to. But I don't think it will. I don't think people are like seeing this and going nuts. Like, they waited just a few months too long for this to really like be spicy. And now they might have to rush and get the token out here when there's just nobody wanting to buy anything until they sense this market turn around. I do think it's turning around this month. I do. But who knows? Decentralized composable data set of characters, worlds, and ideas. Community-owned foundation that AI can draw from. Generate rich, diverse content outside of that big old corporate machine. There's something here. There really is something here. I think this is a bigger play on like Story Protocol. It's more like those are now competing ecosystems, like in a way. In fact, they should join forces or something. They're all kind of going down the same path. But I don't know. Maybe we're about to get this like super competitive like landscape again because other side Metaverse about to launch, right? That launches in June, I think. Persistent Metaverse, and I think they want all the IP there. And they want people to create lore and stories there too, right? If we can all pick one place and build off it, there's the best chance right there. What do you guys think? Does this move the needle for any of you? Is this like a big old nothing burger, or is this okay? One, if you kind of lean where I'm leaning, cool. Might not matter. That's one. Two, if it's just the stupidest fucking thing you've heard. Let's do that. And actually, if you're just all in, think it's amazing and game changing, like that's three. Oh no! Oh no! No no! Dude, this is gonna be a really rough couple weeks here. This is gonna be a brutal couple weeks here. In fact, let's peek at the AI ecosystem. This is gonna be a challenge, I think, for some people. Look at that. AI now under 6 mil. By the way, I got to give a little context here. If you peek on cookie.fun here and there, right? So about a week ago, they onboarded a token. It's already been out there, right? But they onboarded it and started tracking it here. And that token is like a $1.4 billion market cap. And so like this doesn't look as bad as it looks basically where we were at a week ago, if not higher still. So just so you know, it's because a massive token was added. If that was gone, then we're looking at this as more like, 3-4 bill. Like it's pretty fucking low over there. Wait, a V1's pumped? What? Hang on. V1s are one of the best assets out there, period. And I still love Good Vibes Club a lot. I still think those are special. Where's V1s? I probably passed it. Yeah, look at that. V1s are awesome, man. They're fucking awesome. One of the best collectibles out there, period. Period. Dude, I'm stuck on that chat with those guys. They're really, really fucking cool. I don't think Tickle's watching still, but Tickle, if you are, appreciate you connecting us, getting them on here. So Doodles, I don't think anybody's excited about it. I don't even think Doodles holders are that excited about it. It must be because you're plugged in. Like, what's the general vibe of like the Doodles community? I think we see it in the price, right? It's all in Pudgies now. And I think they got some shit coming too. Look, I'm like, as funny as I sound right now, I'm super optimistic about everything. Everything. I am. I still think we get a crazy NFT season. It doesn't mean this cycle. And I've been pretty consistent about. I still think the peak of NFTs this cycle is next year. Like this time next year is when I think we peak for NFTs. Oh shit, really? This is just people protecting their bags, right? And to be honest, I still think it's a cool idea. I still think if the thing we dreamed up years ago, if we were to like picture what it looks like, it actually looks a lot like that. I wouldn't have had AI in the mix, but it makes sense. But it's like when it's actually staring at you in the face, when it's a little more realistic, then you can start really feeling like, how cool is it or isn't it? So, yeah. Here's the X factor also with Doodles. Well, for whatever this is, by the way, Musty, I think this is what you were talking about before too. Like Doodles, some of the guys on the team or their board or something are launching a whole other project. That's it, yeah. You know what it is? Cool idea. Who cares until they do something really game-changing with it? Like right now, it's a white paper. If they actually pull it off and do something fucking huge, awesome. Like awesome, and I hope it happens. Like I'm rooting for them. There you go. And then Musty, then at that point it's the proximity to other big brands and other cool things, right? That's when like a network effect happens. But it's like it's not there right now. Yep. So now what if they brought McDonald's? Okay, how about this? They bring McDonald's in here. McDonald's launches a McDonald's World. You mint your doodle in their ecosystem, and you could potentially be part of McDonald's marketing campaigns. You know what I mean? Like that's where it could get really, really cool. And that's what I think. I assume that's what they are hoping it turns into. You're worried that those partnerships are gone? Like maybe out with the old CEO or whoever left? By the way, this is random as hell, but you guys got to keep this on your radar. Pudgy Penguins keep minting stickers over on Telegram, and they sell out really, really fast. They sell out really, really fast, and there's a marketplace, I believe, opening up, next week. I'm going to look at those hard because they do very well. They're very quick sellouts. Bored Apes had a sticker mint over there, too. This is on Ton. It's pretty interesting. I think it's spicy. What if cycles are different and will be more different with adoption? Yeah. So when I had Marat on the show, that was the talk. What mass adoption looks like. It's not like this one huge event. I think we're past that. It's a whole bunch of smaller mass adoption events. And again, I still think the biggest mass adoption event is stablecoins and RWAs, especially stablecoins. People just getting into crypto because they hold stables because they get better yield with stables. And now they got some crypto. Now they're on chain to a degree. Now now they'll listen to crypto a little more. Maybe they go buy a little Bitcoin for the first time ever. And then they go buy a cool little NFT sticker or a collectible just because they got some crypto. You know, like that's what it's going to look like. And we'll have these little events like Trump that brings a whole bunch of people in. We'll have a lot of that shit. And we'll have macro cycles too. Like it will happen. But for the most part, and I said this the other day, and I'll say it again because I think it's just so important. When people come in and they pump this space up, when we climb to this $50 trillion market cap that, Raoul Pal says in 10 years, it's about what we're looking at, hopefully. It's not our bags we're holding now that all pump up. That's not what it's going to look like. Like this space and adoption coming, it's not this way, it's that way. It's growing wider, right? Like it's growing wider in that you'll have different things that kind of come up, but like it's not everything we're holding now. Nobody's coming for our bags. It's a lot more people coming in, and it's going to be fucking awesome. And we'll have periods that are spicy as fuck, but it's all new shit that'll really cook. It's look for the things that are different. It's like the Trump token. It's like, probably Eliza, Virtuous, things that stand out and are leading their packs. So, I don't know. It's still cool. Like everything about this is still cool and exciting and fun. And it has the potential, all of it, to be world changing. The Doodles is part of that. It's just, does it materialize? Does the world actually want that different way to do stuff? You can have the system in place. If you don't have enough people that want it, then does it matter? So, AI got really, really fucking spicy this week, though. And maybe the Doodles ecosystem kind of fixes this. It's part of it. But you guys saw, like, all the... okay, you anime guys out there, somebody please tell me I'm saying it wrong or right. Ghibli or Ghibli? Or Ghibli? Can somebody, like, phonetically tell me how you say this? Yeah, dude, Mike, yeah. And I believe that. I think everything's going on chain. Everything. I am that guy. I believe it. I get Michael Saylor's doing the extreme scenarios because he I get it. I get why he does it. I think there's a tiny baby chance that the way he says it's going to play out is how it's going to play out. I think there's a chance, but I definitely think Bitcoin's going to be in the millions. Definitely. I definitely think we're going to see million Bitcoin within 5 years. Let's say 5-ish years out. By like 2030, I think we'll see Bitcoin at 1 million. Yep. And I agree. 50 years down the road, all that is reality. I'm totally there. So we had this thing happen this week. It was kind of a big deal. It was, I think I get a copyright strike if I play this, but I'll just do the video. ChatGPT, it's GPT 4.0 got an update for image generation, and it's really good. It's really, really, really good. In fact, one of the best. Studio Ghibli. Okay, cool. By the way, their animation is the best. I own a bunch. I've always watched that studio animation. They're fucking amazing. Like Howl's Moving Castle's amazing. Do they do Ponyo or Pokio? Ponyo? I think that's them too. With this new image generation, for whatever reason, people decided to go into it and generate all kinds of images in that Studio Ghibli style. And they look amazing. And then you got guys who took like the Lord of the Rings trailer and made a Ghibli version of it, and it looks amazing. It looks fucking amazing.
We must turn back!
It's so cool. It's so cool. But it's brought up a big fucking problem with copyright. And people argue in both sides of this as far as they're using Studio Ghibli's animation copyrighted kind of, material, and they don't see any benefit from it. Oh, this is a good... We'll get to this in a minute here, too. IP's broken. It is broken. That's a great example right in front of our faces. IP is absolutely busted here. I don't think you can stop it. You are going to see lawsuits flying here. And now there's like a different question. Did Studio Ghibli lose out on money because of this? Or actually was this better for them, like free promo? And I don't know. Both. But it can cheapen their work. I think that's fair to say. Dude, unbelievable. Their animation, if you don't get anime, which I'm not saying I do, but I bet you even if you look at their animations, it stands out. You know what I mean? Like it's that unique and that special and that, dude, I mean, it's wild. Here, let's pull up some of their actual work. So the question is, or one of the many questions here, did this cheapen their work? Does this like water down their content? Even though you can't recreate their shit, you can kind of very loosely do it. But like, does it become ordinary and routine because they've seen that aesthetic so much? They've seen that look so much. Where it's like now the Studio Ghibli stuff doesn't feel as special because you see it all the time. I think that's a fair point. Come on, it's so wild. I put so many photos through ChatGPT and got Ghibli versions of it. It's so cool. Chad, I lean that way too. I think it's good. I think it just gives them look, they're mainstream, but it gives them a even more mainstream type of platform for people to be like, oh, I love it. And like, if I were a studio like that, or if I'm any kind of creator, if one person falls in love and becomes like a diehard fan or something, I'd be like, worth it. My only real concern is that it cheapens it. It's like people get so used to the look that it makes it like so routine that you ignore it, and that their stuff feels a little less special. I think it's a legit thing to think. It's so fucking cool. But regardless, what has to happen is a better system for IP. Because look, you can't take copyrighted material. Like it could be a research report. It could be images. It could be video. It could be songs. You can't go and train AI with them without owning the license for it. But that's been happening for years now. It's been happening and it's technically illegal. And you got cases like around the globe here having to do with that right now. And I think there's going to be so many of those cases. I don't know how the legal system can even keep up with it. And I don't know how you fix it, except that we do know how you fix it now. It's with something like, very loosely, the Doodles ecosystem, and maybe more specifically, the story protocol ecosystem. You put your content on chain, you tokenize it. If somebody wants to train their materials with it, their agents, their LLMs, their whatever, you own the token. You get some rights to that IP via that. There's something here. Like, I don't know that we have the exact answer, but we know that people see that problem, and we got the tools here to work towards that solution, and we do need it. We absolutely need it. But this was another one of those game-changing weeks in a way. I know it might look like just a little meta, but it is exposing a big problem out there. Keep an eye on Doodles to see if they're part of that solution. They could be. If they wanted to make that their focus, they could. But that's definitely Story Protocol's focus. And so then we go a couple cycles, a cycle back, and we talk about IP and ownership and all that. Music, own an MP, own a song, and you get royalty. Like, didn't work then. Could work now. Could work now because these AI protocols, whatever, they need it. They need it. They need data. They need access to that content. It's necessary. So I'm watching this kind of stuff. I am. And I like this post. Did Web3 NFTs come too early? We're watching or witnessing the largest creative heist in history. Yesterday, millions of people typed Studio Ghibli style into ChatGPT, instantly created beautiful images that would have taken the artist weeks to draw. Yep. That's a whole separate point. Does it, like, make your work obsolete? Yeah. And you can't fight that. I know Hollywood is, like, striking over AI and writing and all that. You can't stop it, dude. Embrace it. And there's good thoughts out there how you fix it. If you have AI, right? If you bring in AI to replace a job, I like the idea that you don't fire the person. You have the person work with the AI, and they should get better at their job and do more. If they can't, you fire them. There's a lot of problems here. Companies training on billions of creative works without compensation and then selling them to mimic those. I mean, it's a huge problem, and it's not legal. So we could see something come out where like these AI companies get absolutely wrecked, because of this stuff. I don't know. It might be like what we're seeing in crypto, the things that happen, it's like forgiven, it happened, nothing you can do about it. And for some, it's too late, right? Their shit was stolen, and I think they can't ever. Well, okay, keep it on thinking about crypto in this context. A lot of guys got a big old fine, and then they continue on. It might be something like that, like OpenAI is paying some pretty big fines, but compared to like how much money they actually have, is nothing, slap on the wrist. And then you continue forward with a new way to do it with systems that actually fix this going forward. Again, Story Protocol and maybe the Doodles. They got an opportunity. In fact, I think that'd be a better angle for them, a better play. I think those AI things that fix problems, those are the ones that'll win. Maybe that's obvious, but Story Protocol, something like Mira Network, I think those things that can be applied to like every AI out there, I think those are big time winners. By the way, Mira Network, peek at that's legit, like special. So it's a tool, or it's a product that eliminates machine hallucinations. Like AI lies to you. It's just what it does. And it helps eliminate that. But what about NFTs? Okay. Here's what the fix, I think, would look like. Every Studio Ghibli style prompt sends a tiny payment to the studio. I don't know why NFTs come into play there. Artists set their own terms, free for use, paid commercial. I don't know how that would work exactly. But I think it's more like if the AI is generating something based off of certain things, and if you use ChatGPT and you watch like its memory, like its terminal kind of show you what it's doing, if it's pulling from something that is copyrighted, that's what should trigger, the transactions. And it can be done. It just takes the right framework. I'll keep saying Story Protocol because I think they're kind of building that out. But yeah, I do think NFTs are part of the solution, and I think crypto, they're equally both part of the solution to this big old fucking problem. And I think what we just saw this past week, just the noise about it, I think that's just the start. We see the noise, we're going to start seeing maybe some fallout from it, maybe. I would expect we do. We shall see. That's cool. I like anime a lot. I want to get back into it, kind of. Like, again, Studio Ghibli stuff is amazing. And, like, Ninja Scroll, it's one of the few anime, like, DVDs I still have from, like, 20 plus years ago. I don't know, man. It's pretty fucking interesting out there. I do know that. Dude, I was going to get deeper, but I know everybody's up here now. It Foundation hired Cameron Cates to be their chief business officer. Oh, no, that is their CBO. Okay. Now they're executive director. I don't know anything about him or if that matters, but that happened. I'll pull up this and maybe we'll end on this weirdo conspiracy theory. I do want a good chat about Doodles, though. Maybe tomorrow we do the spaces with the stream. Where's that file? Here we go. Anon, who I'm starting to really like. I didn't dislike him ever, but I'm starting to like him. He's big in Good Vibes Club, and I love them. So, has a really interesting theory here, which I don't buy at all. I can't even understand how he got to this conclusion here. Nintendo crypto conspiracy theory. Beeple has all but tried to hide it in plain sight that Nintendo's going to be entering crypto with a major splash soon. He thinks the new Pokemon and the new Mario are going to be somehow on-chain. I don't buy it for a second. He also thinks Nakamigo's cloaks are actually developing Rise of the Wolf with Nintendo. Go back and look at Beeple's repetitive imagery around Nakamigos and Nintendo for the past 2 years. What the fuck? I assume, okay, Beeple, by the way, is a game event tonight. It's Select Start, his latest, party event, whatever it is, studio. Fuck, that's loud. You didn't hear it, but hang on. I don't know how you get to that conclusion. That's like feeding into that rumor, which I don't think is true, that Beeple's the artist behind Nakamigos, but Beeple might just like Nintendo. I don't know where he fucking came to the conclusion that Nintendo is coming into crypto. What's Beeple's relationship to Nintendo? Am I missing something here? I feel like I'm missing something. I don't get it, but so I like it. That's pretty fucking cool too. I like it. I don't understand where you see Beeple using things like repetitively and how that means what? If anybody knows a little more about that, why he would jump to that conclusion, it's weird to me. Again, it's fun. But why does he think Beeple has anything to do with Nintendo? Unless there's some big secret thing I never knew that Beeple, worked with Nintendo or some shit. I don't know. Still, I like it. I think it's a cool story. We are going to see a whole bunch of Quantum Cats unlocked here over the next few days. Those prices are going to be scary. Not in a good way. So keep your eyes out for that. We're going to get 1,000 plus of them unlocked. I am going to bet half of them get listed, right? Picture that. They're the entangled pairs, meaning you got 2 of them. I don't know. I imagine a lot of people are going to try to lock in a little Bitcoin here. Sell one, keep one. You got your Taproot Wizard. That was the main utility for a Quantum Cat, other than collectible community stuff, right? I get it. But you got your Taproot Wizard. You got 2 cats. I don't know, man. This is going to be a brutal weekend in the Taproot Wizards ecosystem and really across the board. Sir Billy, yeah, I just got to believe. I heard something about someone who works for Nintendo, has some tie to crypto, putting Bitcoin in the books. Okay. Oh, shit, that's cool. Okay. Now that'd be cool. By the way, how high did we get on Abstract, our stream today? I've not looked lately because, it's just so slow out there content-wise and viewership-wise. But we had 20-something people watching. So even right now with it slower, we're top 10, which is cool. Yeah, just curious. Shout out to Mason. I love that guy. And I think we'll end here. But Peter Schiff saying the false narrative that Bitcoin is digital gold is being exposed. Growth is slowing. Inflation is rising. As stagflation fears spread. Oh, because stagflation fears. Tariff uncertainty is adding to the pressure on financial markets. Gold hit record high as Bitcoin crashes. He ain't wrong. He's also not right. Dare I say we're early? You know, I'll say it. We're still pretty fucking early. Yeah. I believe, Froze. I fucking believe. All right. Make sure you subscribe. Yes, at Crypto Slam over on YouTube. I stream Monday through Friday there at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and then again at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. But also subscribe on my personal channel. This is where I stream on the weekends here. It's called Inside NFTs. Probably renaming that at some point. I've said it for a while, but it does need to happen. But yeah, Saturday, Sunday, for the past year and a half, we stream over here on the weekends. Starting like, 8 a.m. and we just go till whenever. So I'll be back live tomorrow. Maybe with a little companion spaces too to get you guys up and chatting because I love that. We don't do it enough. And of course, follow me on X at Huda_idiot. More guests coming up on the show. Man, shout out to Polymath and Good Things. That was fucking awesome getting those guys on and chatting, and their Eternals collection looks incredible. I'm 10 times more bullish now than before, and I already liked it before. I really, really, really like it now. So thank you to those guys for coming on. We'll definitely get them back. We will live stream during the mint, so that'll be, I believe it's Friday coming up. So yeah, this upcoming Friday we'll stream live when that mint is live. If you guys were looking for a whitelist for that mint, hit up Good Things on X. He's got some whitelist to give away. He'll take care of you. And there we go. Guys, have a fantastic day. Touch grass or don't. Spend that time looking into things, learning more. Oh, tomorrow morning stream is probably going to be very early. I don't know quite yet, but I think we got plans in the morning, and I'm not skipping a stream, so it might be like really early. It might be like 5 a.m. I don't know yet, but just a heads up about that. I'll tweet out and give a heads up about it. But anyway, appreciate you guys hanging. You guys are the best. Enjoy your day. I'll see you later. Peace.